Welcome to the guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
Hey, I can't hear you, by the way. I don't know if you're on mic or not. I still can't hear you. It looks like the chat can't hear us either. Well, hello, everyone. At least they can hear me. Still can't hear you, bud. Still can't hear you. Well, I guess like Xbox, which is dead, CMoney's audio is dead. Still nothing. Let me go back to my normal. Still nothing.
All right.
I can hear you.
There we go.
You
what
better
the
start
fuck?
us off again. Dun, 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 dun,
Read
dun,
the
dun, 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 dun. You guys, nothing to see here.
Doodle was talking hella shit.
I was talking
Y'all didn't
hella
hear
shit.
none of it.
You guys,
But
that's
Doodle was
wild.
talking hella shit. Just talking, chirping in my ear, talking hella shit. Like, you dumb motherfucker. Look at you. Can't even put a show on. You dumb bitch. No, she didn't say that. She didn't say that. But I felt it in her words. I felt it in the way she was looking at me.
There's
Right?
no judgment here, but shit, if the shoe fits.
Woo!
Demo, you
Okay,
missed the
let's
fun.
start again.
We
You know what it
started
was?
the show, no
I should have
audio.
thrown
Wow.
a chanclet.
Oh,
It was
You guys should
Doodle.
have just seen that.
It was Dom. It was Demo. Demo wasn't here.
It was
He wasn't
Demo.
here.
Damn.
So
Oh,
we
well.
just put on this whole facade to give him time to show up.
That's right.
In reality, everything was on point here. No. All right. Let's get started again. What's up, everybody? It's your boy CMoney, and we are on the latest episode of On Points Night Shift Let's Talk Gaming. I am CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us tonight. It's a very special night, you guys. We are in a lot of pain because Xbox is dead.
oh shit.
Again.
Oh, I didn't see it coming, guys. God damn it.
You mean it's
Just like
another
playing my
Friday?
Game Pass and
Xbox
found
is dead?
out that it was dead. I was like, what? I'm playing. How is it dead?
This don't make no sense.
I don't know. Oh,
Oh,
such a moment.
we
Such
let the
a moment.
tears flow.
G maybe says off point. That's fucked up. That's real fucked up. That's real fucked up. Oh shit! Look at the dance. The dance lets everybody knows
Oh, shit.
that it's real. Nobody dances if it's not real. You know what I'm saying? So
Woo.
shout out
kind
to
of
the dancer in there for knowing.
It's kind of sus.
God damn. Oh my God. Well, listen, guys, we're gonna go through this together. You're not alone. We're not alone because it's Friday night, which means we have our boys in the building with us. That's right. You see him here. You know him well. It's our motherfucking homie, Mr. PSP himself, the pony slaying papa. It's our boy, Demo Flow Gaming, who's been slapping bitches up on Twitter like nonstop. It's been a glorious event. It's so
Yeah.
good. So good. What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Hey man, happy to be here. Happy Friday, yo. I might be in and out of the show because I'm, honestly dealing with a bunch of stuff. I'll let you. We gotta talk. But yeah, bro. It's been crazy. It's wild, and I'm here for it. I can't wait for all the fun we're about to have. And yeah, congratulations to the class of 2026, the ponies who graduated on finance Twitter College. Shout out to them.
Yeah. They did it. They got the only
They
degree
did it.
they'll ever get in their life. It's great. It's great. It's fantastic. Shout out to Devil for being here, man. Appreciate you. And then, of course, you know him well. That's right. He is the wise one, the author, the patriot, the pony slayer, and the pony bot Tim Maker.
Ow!
It's our boy, Harkeisha Nee. Welcome on, dude. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I guess
how's it
this
going?
week
How'd you take the
officially
news?
Xbox is dead. No, but
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Xbox is dead.
Where were you when the news broke, Hardy?
I think I was on with Boom. Was that when I found out?
You just can't forget a moment
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
To me, it is forgettable because every freaking day it's Xbox dead. Oh, it's another weekday. Oh, Xbox dead. It's another weekend. Oh, Xbox dead.
It's sort of
Oh,
getting
yeah.
old.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna talk about it because the numbers came out, and the world is trying to run with this idea as somehow all the things that Xbox has been for naught because none of it has done anything positive. Okay, none of it.
I love it. I love it.
All right, none of it. Now, we're going to discuss it because it's a pretty simple conversation to have, but we're still going to have it. It's going to be fun. But that being said, in a world where they all think Xbox is dead, Xbox is cooked, next gen Xbox is cooked. Well, there was a patent found that we're going to discuss about PlayStation, and the PlayStation 6 patented a controller for its next generation console with no buttons. That's right, guys. PlayStation's officially admitting that all their games are just movies to be watched. The buttons are just play and pause, fast forward and rewind.
Damn.
All right, that's it.
Movies to be
But
watched
no.
on TCL TVs. Oh, is
Nah,
it too
hell
soon?
nah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well,
Oh, my God.
man.
Remember this, guys. We're going to talk about it, but clearly the savior will be PlayStation. The savior of the hardcore gamers is PlayStation, guys. It's PlayStation. Oh, we're gonna talk about that. It's gonna be a fun show, guys. It's gonna be a fun show. Let's just kind of put that there.
I can feel it.
Oh,
man.
but
I can
before we
feel
get into it, you know how it is here, man. We gotta shout out all of our homies
Let's go.
live in the building who are rocking out with us on this motherfucking Friday night. That's right, we're here. We did it. We beat the work week. We survived, and we're gonna get this weekend to relax a little bit before we're back in the grind. That being said, we gotta go ahead and shout out. First of all, I want to give a special shout out to my homie and our homie, Big Boy Mike.
Yes.
Who, shout out to that man. He is awesome, and God is good. He got into a really bad accident, and he is doing well. But
Thank God.
thank God. But
Shout
just want to
him
shout
and
out
his
to our
family.
boy
Sending
and
love
his
to
family.
love, man.
Absolutely, he's a motherfucking homie. That being said, we do want to shout out everyone who does support us over on Patreon and on YouTube. You guys are the shit. And of course, we want to shout out our elite members on YouTube. That's right. We have our brother, Big Boy Mike, the homie Dark Angelic, and Queen Witch. Appreciate y'all. You guys are the shit. And then we have our inner circle members. That's right. We got our boy Pragmatic Eagle,
Woo.
Hargy Chani,
Woo.
and Marvelous Marvin. Thank
Let's
you guys.
go.
We
Thank you,
appreciate
guys.
And for the last time of the month,
Oh.
the December chips.
Oh.
Most top threes, best bot for December was our boy, Malcolm X-Lax.
Let's go.
Most first super chats was from our boy, Mac22TH54.
Woo.
The biggest and most biggest super chats was from our boy, Mad Leprechaun.
Let's go.
The top three most gifted subs was from our boy, Ryu Art, Spartan661, and Broke Boy.
Thank
and then
you.
the most
Thank
subs
you,
gifted at once was from our boy, Pal, Xbox for Life. That's
Let's
what it is.
go.
But it's Pal Rusted Steel Manager
Thank
at the
you.
time that this was
Thank you,
done.
Fam Jam.
So we do appreciate you, my brother. Thank you all. We do appreciate all the support. You guys are the shit. So we thank you very, very much so. But of course, man, you know how we do here, bro. You guys live in the building right now. You guys are supporting us in such a major way, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking out with us tonight. Of course, you're all so very special to us.
But
clearly,
take your sip, babe.
clearly, I mean, you can't all be equal. It's not fair.
Fuck
It's
that.
not fair. Why? CMoney, why? Tell me why. I tell
Why?
you. It's simple. It's very easy. Three of you have risen to the challenge. 3 of you have proven that you are the best bots of the night.
Whoa.
Specifically, the one best bot is there as well. That's right. These are the specials. They've risen above. They're watching the show from up above, not in death, but in life. All right. That's right. That's the way it's happening. The question is, who are these people who went ahead and answered that on-point bat signal? Who saw us go live and said, oh shit, we got to get in there. Who are the first 3 people in the motherfucking building?
Woo.
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 Ooh.
Woo.
Are you ready? I'll tell you. Because this man is looking
Woo.
to make sure he has the motherfucking title
Woo.
again. Number 3
Woo.
in the building.
Woo. Woo.
Our motherfucking homie.
Woo. Woo.
Yo, check on Doodle.
Motherfucking Malcolm X-Lax. Shout out to our boy.
Fucking go.
Malcolm X-Lax in the building. Number 3 in the building. He's not fucking around.
Barely made it up there.
Listen, but he barely
But
makes
he's
it all
hanging
the
on.
time.
That's true.
This is how he stacks that bitch. He stacks it up. He stacks it up. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to our boy Malcolm X-Lax for rocking out with us Number 3 in the building, you the man. But who is number 2?
Who?
Is number 2?
Who?
Motherfucking Ren in the building. Shout out to our boy Ren.
Go,
Number
baby.
2 in the building, man. Says Xbox dead yet again.
Mm.
Yes, that's the way they like it. And that's the way we like it. Actually, honestly, this is my favorite way of being. I'd rather them just be dead permanently all the time. Just like
Xbox
this.
playing dead and
Every
shit.
time. That's the best. It's the best way, right? It's the best way because then they just continuously sit there and keep buying Xbox games because they're like, man, in memory of Xbox, I'm gonna buy another one, and then we just keep getting that Game Pass, baby. Just keep giving us more games. I love it.
Do you think that they're like, yo, Phil, we
Tasty.
dead again? We dead again.
Feels like how many times we've been dead this week?
I
When we
wonder
were
if they have a
dead?
counter in the
Yeah.
office, you know?
Oh,
Dead
yeah, yeah, yeah.
again. Counter up. Dead again. Counter
How long before the last death? You know what I'm saying? How long did you go without a
Many
death?
days, yes.
How many days? 0.
Bro. This shit, it doesn't even work. It's just a picture. It's not even a digital clock. They just put 0 there, painted on, because it never changes. They're always dead.
It changed to how many hours? See,
The real question now, the most important question, is who was number 1?
best spot of the night.
Who was the best spot of the night?
Woo.
And I will tell you, it's our motherfucking homie, our boy.
Mm.
Motherfucking E-Ranks
Get the
in
fuck
the
out of here.
building.
Let's go.
Shout out to the motherfucking homie
Yes.
E-Ranks in the building. Best spot of the night. He is not fucking around. You went and said, this is the last goddamn day. I'm throwing my hat in the ring. I need that shit to be counted. Counted. And you, my friend, have been counted.
Put
Thank
him
you,
in.
sir. Appreciate you. I will update the banner because, you know, it would make sense to do that for sure. So let me go ahead and you know what? First of all, let me shout out the homie Infinity Nerd. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you for being a member for 4 months, man.
Thank you so
We do
much.
appreciate that. We do appreciate the support. You are the man, brother. So thank you so very much. And then we have our brother, our motherfucking homie. It's me, the broke boy, with that $2 super chat.
Yo,
Appreciate you, dude.
Thank you.
First super chat of the night says, Xbox has been resurrected more times than Jesus.
Oh shit.
Damn. Damn. To be fair, from what I know, it only happened the once. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was only the one time that he got resurrected, but you were technically correct. Okay, technically correct for sure. Appreciate you, man. And then we do have our boy General Spartan 27. I want to shout him
Yo.
out for being a member for 8
Thank you
months.
so much.
Thank you,
bro.
my dude. Appreciate you, brother. You the man. You the man. All right. I got to update this banner before I go into the homies who are in the building. All right. So we're going to go here, hit a little bit of that. Shaka wow wow. Okay. Go here. Boom. Do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of that. And then a little bit of this. And a little bit of that. I feel like there's a beat playing.
Yeah, I feel
some
like
point.
you got another hit.
Like I got another hit.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of that. I feel like that would hit. I feel
think
like
so.
that would hit.
I think so.
Go, Demo, you could sample that for your next banger. Okay. Just do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of that. Just keep that on the loop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Put that
yeah,
as
yeah.
your hook.
I'm
That's
kind of
it. You
like
got it.
feeling more the whoo.
Ooh, and then you throw that in. No. Combo.
You just add that in.
That's it. You just put it in. We got you, dog. We're the beat makers or
let me
hit makers
cook.
over here. All right. We ain't fucking around. We ain't fucking around. Oh shit. All right. Updated. Beautiful. All right. Who else we got in the hood? I will tell you. Let me see. Of course, we got Broke Boy with his super chat he did, but he's also here. User for Games in the building. What's up, man? Thank you
Yo.
for being here, brother. G may be in the building.
OG.
What's up, broski? Got Toe Tag in the building. Jean-Marc Louis. What's up, man? Thank you
Yo.
for being here, bro. Moonlight Ace. What's up, man? Good to see you, bro.
Moonlight, what's up?
Gamer Live Studio. Yeah, the mic didn't work. We got it. We fixed it. Power Boss. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. Malcolm said, damn it, CMoney. I don't know what happened. I had it right. I don't know what happened. God damn, that shit was crazy. Where am I?
I mean, good thing Hargeet told us.
Relsky in the building.
Apparently, we were looking at the chat.
Yeah, I know. We would have been feeling real dumb. 32 minutes into the show, just talking to ourselves. Hargeet shows up like, "Sarah, guys, I'm late." And we're like, "Yo, no problem." They're like, he's like, "I can't hear you." Can you imagine? That would have been real crazy. Wade Johnson in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. Chris Hughes, what's up, bro? Thank you for being here. Great game adaptation newscast. PlayStation 6 is dead. Facts. That's crazy, but we're gonna talk about it. But yes, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Be nice in the building.
Hey, yo!
What's up, man? Look at Doodle. Our IT guy has failed us. That's cold. That's cold. Adidas 20 in the building. What's up, man?
Adidas, what's up, baby?
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you for the support. Let me see. And then we have Stanley Francois.
Wow.
That's right. Skywalker, what's going
how
on,
they say
bro?
in France?
And this is how you say it in France. You know, I think I've made it pretty clear that that's the way.
Le oui oui.
The wee wee.
Le oui oui.
Le wee wee. That sounds wild. Jonas the Dad, what's going on? Playa. Thank you for
Jonas,
rocking
what's
out,
up?
man. Thank you for being here. Our Lyric in the building.
Hey yo.
What's going on, man? Brothers, Grim Tales, what's going on, my dude? Thank you for being here, bro. Vince C, what's going on? Sony, Vince C says, Sony, PlayStation 6 is going to have autoplay feature. You don't even need a controller anymore to enjoy games. That's fucking wild. That's wild, yo. It's crazy. It's weird as fuck. We got to talk about it because it's real crazy. And I see the homie Sir Riffs a lot in the building. What's up, man? Moggs E, what's going on, playa? Thank you for being here. I see Mandalorian Martin. What's up, man?
That new Mandalorian movie looks.
The Grogu one?
Yeah.
It looks good.
The action looked pretty good.
It looks good. I mean.
Oh, I'm not gonna see that shit. But
we're gonna see it.
Okay.
We have.
Is that the one that Ryan Gosling is in, or is he the?
Yeah.
Is he? No. Is it?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Oh, okay.
I just made that up.
All right. Oh, thank you for keeping it real. I don't think that's the one.
I don't know. Who is he supposed to be? I don't even know that either. All right. Listen, we're gonna get started. All right, the party got to get started. We got some crazy shit. All right, but let me find it. But I swear, once I find it, it'll all make sense. Hold on. Let me go here. Hit this right here. La, 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 la. Oh man, you saw that AI shit? AI is gonna be crazy, guys. I know
that's fucked up,
G
baby. That's fucked up.
It's gonna be crazy. What happened? People talking shit
about Ryan Gosling.
Oh, that's cold.
There's no way he's not playing Link in the new live action.
He's not, but that would be hilarious.
That would be crazy.
All right. And actually, there's another.
Thank you, General
Another
Spartan.
part of this too. We're gonna cover as well. Forgot about that as well. That one's gonna be funny.
Which
also.
one?
We're gonna talk about it, but there was a survey, and motherfuckers reading the numbers wrong.
Oh God!
Right? Because let me tell you how stupid these motherfuckers are.
How stupid can they get?
They forget that when they're surveying devs about their intent, that means they're going to be making a game or starting to work on a game, and they're thinking about where they're going to put the game or where they're going to make it. And then when you go ahead and realize that Xbox is going to be able to play anything that's on PC, you then start to realize that none of that conversation matters anymore. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for them, but we're definitely going to talk about it. We're definitely going to talk about it. It's going to be so good when we talk
dinner
about
and
it.
a show.
But we're not there yet. You know what I'm saying?
What was that thing? PlayStation is hiring people, though.
To blow their controllers.
To blow on their controllers.
Yeah. That's the way. Fucking, bro. this kid wrote so much.
Oh
This
my
kid wrote
gosh.
so much. I'm actually gonna use his thing. I'm not gonna read all his dumbass shit, but I'm just gonna use the first part of what he wrote because this guy. Oh my god, it's too good. It's too good. Okay, so we will go and let me get the thing here. Let me go ahead and share. You're there. Put you here. All right. Here it is. Here it is.
Oh my god. E-Rex wants to know the salary for a controller blower. It depends on how
what kind of,
flexible you are and how much blowing you're willing to do. And what
whose
are your
controller you're blowing.
limitations when it comes to
Oh.
blowing?
Whose controller you're blowing, babe? You left out a very important part.
Various controllers you have to be willing to blow.
PlayStation's gonna
E-Rex.
start a new Oni's fan. Oh, it's gonna be called a Sony's fan. Sony fan, where you can go ahead and sign up to be a official controller blower. You know what I'm saying?
The harder you blow.
Hey, how hard can you blow? How hard can you blow? How hard can you blow? How hard
How
can
many
you
licks
blow?
does it take?
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Oh my
Rah.
god. Jesus.
Can you
Yo.
fit
Yo, but like
Joy-Cons
on a more serious
your
note,
mouth?
on a more serious note, I want to like maybe it's like a touch controller. That's like the only thing that I
It's
can
gonna.
think of.
It's
Maybe
just
it's
not
gonna
gonna
be a
have touch.
touch.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
touch.
Ew,
But the
like,
ponies
what
told
the
us
fuck
mobile
was-
gaming is for losers, right? That's what they told us. Yeah, what?
yeah,
You can play it on your phone. That's for nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to touch like that. They want buttons. Ooh, I
That's-
want to see the crowd has said that I got buttons. I have to have buttons when this shit drops. Oh my god, is this gonna be the boomerang? Remember the boomerang PlayStation
Oh.
made? And then they were like,
Oh.
all right, we're gonna get rid of it.
Yeah, that shit look
I
like
think that this time they're going to keep it because the people who won't care about the buttons far outweigh the people who do on
Damn,
PlayStation.
man.
So it's going to be a good time. But let me go ahead. I'm taking my chapter right here. And let's hop in.
This is crazy
this.
ammo to start.
Oh.
This is crazy
Oh, yeah,
ammo.
yeah. It's fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. All right. So Xbox is dead. Done. It's over. They should get out the business, right? At least that's what all of these clowns have to say. Why? You tell me. Well, remember we talked about the controller blower and who would be perfect for the job?
I mean,
Well, I feel
Betty
like
in the job may be perfect for the job.
I
Are
feel
you
like we
reading
got
that shit?
no, but I feel like we got the first contender over here. You got Nib, who obviously went ahead. If you don't know who he is, he's the guy who loves Chat GPT and just, asking Grok to write a bunch of shit for him. It was like, okay, sounds good. No, I wouldn't even put that on. I wouldn't even disrespect Grok like that because Grok would have been like, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? You know what I'm saying? You can't have AI. AI would have shut this shit down with facts. But for him, he feels really good about writing this stuff. And again, I'm not going to go into it because none of that shit really matters. But I am going to just use him and use the first part over here because these three numbers are accurate. So they're saying Xbox is dead because Q2 fiscal year 2026, which is October to December 31st, gaming revenue was down 9%. Gaming revenue, so that's total, right? Hargeet, check me on that just so I can understand. Gaming revenue means in totality, all in, everything considered, they're down 9%, right?
Quarter to annual quarter to annual quarter.
Yeah, just for that quarter. But what I'm saying is that
As a
for
whole,
all the
yes.
losses they had, no matter how you calculate the individual losses, when they add up all the losses in total for gaming, it was down negative 9%. Right?
Well, yes, it was down 9% from last
just compared
October through
year
December
over
in
year.
2024. Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
but I'm just trying to define
Yeah.
gaming revenue minus 9% means
Yes.
when you look at content services, when you look at hardware, all those numbers equal
Mhm.
negative 9%
As a whole.
as a whole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's just want to put that out there so we can make sure we're all
On the same page.
on the same page.
Copy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Microsoft, when they had their when they did their results, whatever, they said it was the first party content and services that is the reason that happened, right? Gaming was the reason for the negative, and that was the reason it was the first party, right? Okay, cool. So they went ahead and we now know in totality is negative 9% from this quarter versus last year. Xbox content services are down negative 5%. Xbox hardware down 32%. But I think there's one number that's missing here that's doing the optics a disservice. And clearly, Microsoft is not going to go ahead and point directly at one thing in a massive way and be like, this is really the biggest fucking problem we have. But it's clear that there is one massive number that should be here so it can make it all make sense. And that, my friends, is the number that we were told by, Bobby Kotick not too long ago,
Yeah,
right? Bobby Kotick, right? And he came out and he told everyone. And, the numbers don't lie as well. We can look at those as well as far as like where the game's ranked. But he told everyone that Call of Duty Black Ops 7 was down almost 64%. Arky, is that
something like that?
The number 64%. 64%. Okay. Now, if you consider, you have to remember this quarter is when Black Ops 7 dropped. The quarter that is being compared to last year is when Black Ops 6 dropped. And Black Ops 6, did it do okay or no? It did amazingly well. So much so that on the PlayStation console itself, Black Ops 6 managed to become the number 5 best-selling game in all of PlayStation's history. In all of PlayStation's history, Black Ops 6 became the number 5 selling game. So what happened here? Why are these numbers down? Is it because Forza Horizon selling 5 million copies on PlayStation is a nothing burger? It was like $0 brought in, or the Outer Worlds didn't sell anything, or Ninja Gaiden 4, or no, not Ninja Gaiden, or any of the other stuff, okay, that dropped in the quarter, okay? Any of the stuff that was being sold is it because it did nothing? No. On the contrary, all of that other stuff they did actually did really well as a whole. Why? Because it's simple. You look at the numbers, they're only down negative 5% on Xbox content services revenue. 32% down on hardware, 64% down on Black Ops. And overall, it's only a negative 9%. I'm sorry, the people who want to come out here and talk about this as if Xbox is dead or Xbox is doing poorly. No, there's one big culprit here, and it's Call of Duty Black Ops 7. If Black Ops 7 came out and did numbers like Black Ops 6 did, we will not be having this discussion. We would be seeing gaming revenue at least 1 or 2 points over, right? Like it would be positive. This is the biggest thing that brought it down for, again, comparing last year to this year. When they break records and the next year doesn't break records and is in fact doesn't just do okay, it goes way down. That's a big problem. And let me just tell you why, or let me show you how we know the issue at hand. Because as you guys know, Call of Duty is almost always the number one game sold for the year.
Yeah, number one. Selling.
Almost always, right? Like almost without fail. But if we go over here and take a look at this, this is the top 20 games for the year of 2025 as a whole. Okay. And this year, Black Ops 7 was number 5 for the year. Number 5. When it's normally number 1, is number 5 for the year. Battlefield is the game that ate its fucking lunch and became number 1. NBA 2K26 is above it. Borderlands 4, Monster Hunter. Wow, it's funny. Borderlands 4, NBA, almost like a great 2K acquisition. You know what I'm saying? Kind of alleviates a lot of the problems of what you look at on the board. But either way, you go ahead and you look and you see Black Ops 7 in there. Fucking Black Ops 6 made it to the top 10. Okay? It made it to the top 10. So understand that fall from 1st to 5th is huge because frankly, like 64%. Hargy, do you know the number of sales they normally get? I'm pretty sure it's in the 20s.
It averages a little over 20. And it's and sometimes, and I assume Black Ops 6 was maybe close
Black Ops 6 I think Black Ops 6 was closer to 30. So
yeah,
if you're closer to 30 on with Black Ops 6, remember, you're not comparing it to the typical Call of Duty that maybe does a little over 20, right? You're comparing it to the Call of Duty that did closer to 30, right? So when you're comparing Black Ops 7 to Black Ops 6, that's a huge drop, and that's the quarter you're comparing. You're comparing the quarter and the quarter.
Black Ops 7.
What do you say?
What are the numbers for Black Ops 7?
Is number 5 for the year.
And
we don't know what the sales numbers are.
We don't know the exact sales number. It's just what we don't know the exact numbers, but we've always kind of seen it anytime it's ever been talked about in the past or any little snippets we've ever had. It's always in the 20-ish range.
Yeah.
Always.
But it didn't. What I'm wondering is if it went down to the 20 range or did it go lower than that?
No, it went 64% down. So if you figure,
Got you.
If you figure if Black Ops 6 did almost 30,
yeah,
and half of almost 30 is 15 mil, and then you got another 14%.
Understandably so, though.
So you might be lingering right in that 13 to 12 million copy range, which, by the way,
it's
again, is a phenomenal number.
At the same time, in comparison to what they've been doing, taking Black Ops 6 out of the equation, they still took a hit.
It's like comparing Mike Tyson in his prime with Black Ops 6, and then the Mike Tyson that fought Jake Paul with Black Ops 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these are very different scenarios that exist, and comparing them is crazy. My real question would be, and I wonder if anybody has done this or has the ability to do it, but I would love to see the numbers not compared to last year, but compared to the year before, when Modern Warfare 3 also.
So even Modern Warfare 3 sold relatively well. This was just a bad year. Look, there was a lot of different things that happened. Arc Raiders came out, and Arc Raiders just kind of ate all of the oxygen. Battlefield 6 did really well, and too bad that Vince went and did that stupid ass shit and couldn't even enjoy this. This would have been an awesome thing to enjoy, but unfortunately he's passed away. Rest in peace. But Battlefield 6 came out and did reasonably well. So they did enough to topple Call of Duty, but a lot of it to me is self-inflicted. I could not stand that campaign. They screwed that up so bad. I played like an hour into the campaign. I thought, okay, cool, I'm in the second level now, right? And I'm gonna quit and I'll come back. Nope, I wasn't through that level yet, so I have to start all over. I'm like, fuck you, I'm done. I'm not even gonna bother. Like, and so that you can't do that kind of thing, especially when you're used to like checkpoints every 5 minutes. You're like, what the heck is this shit? And then the multiplayer, like you, CMoney said, hey, I bought all this stuff in 6, and you're not going to transition it to 7?
Yeah,
What the fuck is that shit?
exactly.
100%.
What the fuck is that shit?
Especially
No.
it's also because they told us, Hargy. They told us they would.
That's the problem.
It's not that they're just didn't
Hey,
do
it's
it. It's
little
that
guy.
they said
Look at
they
that.
would do it. And
We
then
got little demo.
afterwards, I bought everything. Come on, man.
We got
Baby
little
demo.
demo.
What's up, baby demo?
agree. It's a combination. Oh,
What's up, homie?
Well, welcome to the podcast, baby demo.
That's right.
Bro,
What do you
I have to
think?
watch him for a bit, bro. I'm gonna
That's
be
all
off
right.
a
That's
little
all
bit.
right.
That's awesome.
Let him in. He's chilling.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I think it's a lot of self-inflicted bullshit. They recognized it immediately. They came out and said, we're not doing that again ever. And good. They need to learn the lesson. I like them being humbled. That's always good. This was exactly what we wanted with Battlefield coming out, and actually being good was like, hey, you need to compete. Don't just assume we'll show up. Do something to earn our dollars, and that's exactly what happened. So that's good. Now, people want to think that this is the end. Like, no. Do they realize $30 billion that quarter in pure profit? Microsoft made $30 billion in pure profit. They're not dead. They're not dead.
Just
They're
to
not
be
dead.
clear, that's almost a quarter of Sony's entire worth.
Which, by the way,
But
we
the-
don't know where they are. Okay, you don't do things like sell off your TV division because you're doing gangbusters sales. They're not in good shape either. We will find out where they are. They had, was it a 40% decline in console sales? Like, look, everybody's having issues. So I those trying to take victory laps, you should be careful, because Sony's numbers are going to come out too. And I don't know that they're going to be that good either. And you know, if Call of Duty, which according to Jim Ryan is their profit center, is not doing well,
yeah.
what's replacing it? Is Arc Raiders replacing it? Is Arc Raiders a PlayStation type game, or is it more a PC type game? I'm going to guess it's more PC type game. So look, this is kind of the world we're in, right? We have to look at where things are going. We'll see how they did. I was surprised that Nintendo wasn't meeting its targets. That's a brand new console. They're not doing as well as they expected.
We said that from the beginning, my dude. From
Right?
the beginning,
So-
they had this huge rocket start, and then in the next couple of weeks or whatever, the next month, it was fucking huge
I don't know,
drop
man.
off.
So
Like,
like,
but
I
this is-
don't think people
there's
should
nothing
celebrate
exciting
any
about
of this. It's like, I think we should just
No,
wait.
no, it's only
'cause we're gonna
Xbox
hear
to
more.
celebrate.
We're gonna hear more for everybody, and like, look, the entire gaming industry is in weird in a weird state right now. Ubisoft is, I mean, they might as well try to be selling themselves right now. They closed half their shit. They're like trying to restructure to like, they're in trouble. That's just the way it is, and I would not be shocked that they're marketing themselves to be sold. EA already is in agreements to be bought. Like, would you expect that like 3 years ago? Like, what the heck's going on? Like, things are crazy right now. So I don't know. I would just hold off on any celebrations. Right now, I would still say Xbox is in fantastic shape. Now, without confirming, I'm going to say it is Call of Duty. That is the actual thing that happened. It is
100%.
It's Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty.
100%.
And don't ask
100%.
why, but it's actually that is it. It is 100%. That is what caused the
Listen,
dip.
we
Game
don't
Pass
even need
numbers
the
are
insider to
still
know. You know
growing.
what I'm saying? Like, this is just facts. If you look at the numbers don't lie.
Well, no. And Amy came out and said, look, they're expecting more growth in Game Pass. They're still expecting that to keep growing because it's still growing. That was not it. They are not unhappy with it's okay. The rest of it's
Game
okay.
Pass. It's
It was
not the
100%
first
Black Ops 7.
party output outside
is-
of Call of Duty. Listen, let me tell you guys something. You guys need to remember. You got to stop forgetting words. Matt Booty came out and told the world that we have tiers of expectations for our games. And let me tell you something. If you don't think that Call of Duty is expected to go ahead and destroy every game on the market every single year that it comes out and be the highest selling and produce the most in revenue, you're sadly mistaken. They expect that it's Call of Duty's job to do Call of Duty numbers. Black Ops 7 was ridiculous that they went ahead and came out with that game and had it do what it did. Listen, I thought the Call of Duty brand would have carried it no matter what. And to be fair, it did, right? You still number 5 for, it's still
it's still
crazy
sold over
up
10
there.
million copies, right? So
Like, it's
that's
still
not
sold.
terrible.
Like, most
but
developers will give their left nuts to sell what the worst Call of Duty sells, right? So that in that way, yes. But the reality is, just like Hargeet said, man, look, I beat the campaign. I enjoyed myself in the way of, I love Call of Duty gameplay. Okay. Call of Duty shooting for me is second to none. If I'm playing a game where I get to shoot and do all that stuff with Call of Duty, I'm having a good time. But do I think it was great? No. Do I think it can't even be spoken about in the same fucking breath as Battlefield, Black Ops 6 story. Black Ops 6 story mode was one of my favorite story modes ever. Just in gaming,
Agreed.
it was so well done.
It was.
It was so well done. So the fact that they said, we just killed it, let's go over here and put this out, is wild. Dude,
I think that was part of the problem, though.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because not a lot of people play the game for single player.
Yeah.
But
that's
it still affects
affected
it.
Black Ops 7, though, because there are those people that only play it for the campaign, right? And they're not looking to get into the multiplayer. And as much as, people think that it's just a multiplayer, obviously, based on these numbers, there are a hefty amount of people that show up for the campaign, right? Or both, but the driven part of it is the campaign. Or they want just a combination of both. Go ahead, finish. You were in the middle of something.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is that I really feel like they pulled a Halo 5 with the marketing.
Agreed.
Okay, I really do feel like they definitely did that. The marketing for Black Ops 7, I thought we were going to be experiencing the next level of what Black Ops 6 was. The story looked insane. It looked like it was going to go even deeper. And it was insane, but like in a mockery type of way. You know what I'm saying? Not like in a sincere attempt to create
like
a
it
fantastic
was literally
story.
insane.
Yeah, like it was literally like fucking big ass sword dropping from the sky. Like it was just
ridiculous.
It's just kind of
maybe instead of like the skins and the characters, they needed to reel it in when it comes to the campaign. Maybe that's what went too far, not the skins that they bring in and excite the players to go ahead and hop back in. There's nothing more thrilling than when you don't know that something's coming to Fortnite and then you see it on Twitter and it's like, oh shit, let me go check the store. Is that really in there? And it's like it's coming, but it's not there yet. That's those are the moments that bring you back into the game. Then you want to play with those new skins that you just spend money on.
Listen,
go ahead.
I'm just going based off what you just said right now about the skins, because I got to tell you, Fortnite is one of the biggest games in the world, right? Every month I got to tell you, we normally say that it flip-flops between Fortnite and Call of Duty, right? Who's first or who's second? But in reality, Fortnite has been number one most months for a while. Okay, it hasn't been a flip-flop. It's been
consistent.
Fortnite who's been number one. And let me tell you a secret, okay? Motherfuckers like when the skins come out.
Absolutely.
They get excited. Let me tell you, Black Ops 6, I spent the most money I have ever spent. And I got the game. First of all, I got the game in Game Pass, right? But I also got the game for free from Xbox, okay?
Yes.
So I got the game for free. I got the game in Game Pass, and I spent probably more money than most casual people spend on gaming in a year in Call of Duty skins. Okay, I bought so many of them. I love getting skins. It's just my thing. I enjoy it. It makes shit more fun for me. I like going every time I'm gonna go play a new day, a new skin. You know what I'm saying? Let me be somebody different. Like that's what I like to do.
Absolutely.
And,
new skin, new weapons,
and people think I'm a fucking Microsoft apologist or an Xbox apologist. No. When they fuck me, then I will handle it the way that I know fucks them, right? And it's simple. I told y'all from the beginning, after that moment, I wouldn't spend another goddamn dime in Call of Duty, and I did not. I didn't spend another dime in Black Ops 6 after that shit came out that it wasn't going to transfer over. I didn't spend a dime in Black Ops 7. I I almost caved, but I said, fuck that. I'm not going to do it. I don't give a fuck to the Fallout shit, right? I won't do it. I just won't. They don't respect my purchases. They don't respect my money. And I'm not good with that. Okay. So I don't think I'm the only one. I think a lot of people got annoyed that they were told that they can take their Black Ops skins forward and then found out that they couldn't. And that's a massive, massive blow to the people who support you the most. And let's be clear, playing the game by itself is not supporting them the most. It's the people who actively spend money on the game. Those are the big supporters. Those are the people that you want to keep happy because those are the people who keep you going. And you fuck them and act like it was just going to be okay.
I mean,
not okay, fam. I'm not doing it.
Especially when you know that you have the game in Game Pass, right? And this is something that you don't get to a point where you have players showing up the way that they show up for Fortnite and then you pump the brakes. That's just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if you're finished with what you were talking about. I don't think that. And first of all, the numbers are great numbers, right? Any other game that shows up and sells in the way that Black Ops 7 has sold would be something to brag about, right? But I think obviously is that drop. I don't think it was Battlefield that took them down. I think it was a combination of things.
You're right.
It wasn't Battlefield. It was the campaign.
You're
there
right.
were issues there.
100%.
You can't sit here and now not give those solo players that want to immerse themselves in that single player story and take that away from them, especially those PlayStation players. That's their sweet spot, right? So you don't do that. In order to go ahead and try to make the campaign more like the multiplayer by making it a multiplayer campaign, like you had to respect that and still deliver that single player experience. And as an add-on, you can go ahead and play with your friends, but you can't compromise what you have the players used to getting. That's the first fuck up, right? It's a big deal for anyone like Hargi who says, I want to play the campaign and now you fucked me over here and I don't want it. I don't even want to continue, right? I don't want to go ahead and play through it. So that was a big problem. I also think the marketing was a huge issue. You came out here, you pumped me up, right? You said that Black Ops 6 was like a stepping stone to get to Black Ops 7. You don't say that and then show up with a game that's nowhere near Black Ops 6. Like,
Facts.
You can't. You have to freaking over deliver with what you've done before. That was ridiculous. You screw people over with the skins. Like, we were super verbal about it. And I told you guys, you talk with your wallet. We've talked with our wallet. No showing up for any other skins for Black Ops 6 since, and definitely not for Black Ops 7. You don't tell people that you're going to do something and then you take it away after they've spent their hard-earned money on what you had to offer, believing on what you said. Now, you could have said, moving forward, we're no longer doing this, but we're going to keep our word this time. But you don't screw over the people that essentially brought you in that hype. A lot of that revenue was from people showing up and buying skins.
You know, I got to tell you, even in that respect, babe, like I'm so over the idea that they think that if I buy skin, they want to listen, they put this Call of Duty universe together, right?
Yes.
It's one game I click into and there's all of these Call of Duties in there, right? Motherfucker, if all the Call of Duties are in there, my skin should work everywhere.
Absolutely.
Everywhere.
Absolutely.
There should be never a barrier. I spent the money with you. We're past those old days. New days, I spend money on a skin. That shit stays with me forever. That is my Call of Duty skin. If I never want to buy another goddamn skin from you, that skin is the one I should be able to fucking use. Not, oh no, I need y'all to buy more skins, so I'm not gonna let you bring your old skins. Go fuck yourself, my dude. Fallout is the biggest game in the goddamn world, and I can have skins from years ago that I can still play with, and those skins got updated when they upgraded the graphics.
Yep.
They didn't say, oh, your old shit don't work. And these motherfuckers give you a Lego copy if you ever want to play Lego. I have fucking hundreds of Lego, skins if I want to go play that. The point is that you got to get out of this old ass fucking mentality, Call of Duty. And I don't know, we went into this fucking, I'm never, I said, never letting it go. I'm not going to let it go.
Because
they fucked
this
with my
Titanic
money.
moment. Listen, and rightfully so. There's a difference between, again, like we said, moving forward, you don't want to do that anymore because you feel like you have something to protect, which is ridiculous. At your highest, you don't turn back and backpedal, right? That was just stupid. But when you have people that are showing up for your game and spending money on your game, and you're like, well, that money you spend because you believe what we said, nah, dog, it ain't happening. This is the same smoke that anybody would get, right? And the same absence if they screwed us over the same fucking way.
Yeah.
That's just a fucking reality.
That's just
for them to do that shit. That was fucking ridiculous. Anybody not affected by it, you either didn't spend fucking heavy duty money on the fucking skin, or you're not playing it and you didn't fucking indulge in the fucking game. If you went in and you spend your fucking money, you want your damn skins.
That's it.
You spent it for a reason. Now, another thing for me that was a big fucking problem, the crying. Motherfucker, start marketing your game better if you want people to show up. But don't come out here when the game comes out and you're like running around crying, talking about how we fucked up and we're going to make it up. That letter that they fucking wrote was ridiculous. Figure out how to either patch up, figure out how to get your fucking shit together. Don't come out here crying because Battlefield's doing some numbers. Regroup, do what you got to do. Behind closed doors. I think that was embarrassing. That was a bitch ass shit. And they shouldn't have come out here and shown the fact that they were so bothered by everybody else.
100%. And obviously, all this to say that Call of Duty is the reason that these numbers are down in any significant way, because I promise you, it's not just me, it's not just Doodle. There's plenty of people out there who are fucking annoyed at what happened. And that's just the long and the short of it, man. But this does not signify the death of Xbox. If anything,
I mean, it's not like it's this.
Damn.
Wait, too soon?
Wow.
No, it's been good time. We keep it going.
You might need to
you gotta put Marathon up there.
for Marathon.
Gotta put Marathon up there.
I mean, let's hope Marathon doesn't fail. I don't know, but we'll see. That's coming up. It's like a month away. It's like it's coming up. It's pretty close.
We'll see March. We'll see. That being said, on the contrary, when you look at these numbers and you add in the 64%, if you add those dollars back in, oh man, this is way sexier. For sure, way sexier numbers for them. And that's why, at the end of the day, none of this shit really matters, right? It's one quarter of the year. They go ahead and go on to the next quarter and the next quarter and so forth and so on, and they'll continue to do their thing. But again, Hargi, let's let the people hear again. What was the profit for Microsoft?
For Microsoft this quarter, they made 80 billion in revenue and 30 billion pure profit.
30 billion in pure profit. 30 billion. Woo, guys, come on, man. Let's stop. You know what I'm saying? Let's just stop, my dude. Let's just stop.
Yeah.
But it is funny that this caused a big drop in Microsoft numbers. That should probably hurt you a little bit, Hargeet, for just looking at
but not because of this. Not because of this. It's because they're investing a lot in cloud, and the expected return isn't coming in where investors want it to. That's why it's going down. So it has zilch to do with gaming. It has to do
supposedly
with AI
that this was so that these numbers are so small in comparison for Microsoft that this is like this could be a what?
Yeah,
what,
it's not.
what somebody
It's not
write?
like a loss
Like
in profit. It's like
like
they're still
it could be
making
an
money.
error.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could be like
the
a
problem
clerical
is they're
error.
looking at like the growth of cloud, and it's like the growth is slowing down. Okay, it's still growing, but it's not as much as you want, and that's why. And like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. I mean, like, when you make 30 billion in a quarter, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you don't know what
so
else,
much
what else
freaking
can you
money.
give them.
It's like,
But the point is
like
that
how many
all
countries
said
don't
and
have
done-
GDP of that? You know, it's like, come on.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
Now
one
it did
quarter.
drop though. Now, isn't it funny that Microsoft, after all this news and all your cloud stuff that happened and everything that took place, they had a big drop, right? For their numbers at the stock market. And the value they lost was somewhere around 440 billion in evaluation, right? And isn't it funny? Because they didn't close up, right? They didn't say, wow, we're down 440. Shut down the factories, guys. Close the doors. We're done. We're out of business. No. But you know who would be out if they lost anywhere near those numbers? I don't know. Maybe a certain company called Sony that, how can
I mean,
how
let's
can
be honest, the
Microsoft?
rest of the entire gaming industry would die if they lost that much
Bro,
money.
how is it that Microsoft can lose an entire Sony?
It's a
The
lot
thing
of,
that
a lot of
ponies
money,
love.
but
Microsoft
whatever. I
lost
mean,
it
it's
in a
Microsoft.
day. In a day, babe.
Yeah.
In a day, Microsoft lost the amount of money, way more than the entirety of Sony as an existence. For 80 years, Sony's been in business, and Microsoft lost their entire worth in a day.
I mean, sometimes
It kept it
change
moving, yo.
falls out your pocket. You know what I mean?
Damn. So you're saying that Sony is nothing but lint in their deep pockets?
I mean, if the shoe fits.
I think at this point, Sony ain't got shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
Sony
It's cold
got
outside, baby. It's cold. Oh shit!
Oh, fucking A. All right. We're gonna keep in this lane. But there's like a little pivot. We're gonna talk about something else. But before we do
PlayStation's
that,
a no-toe having bitch.
yo, that's a crazy situation, but it's the truth. Let's go ahead and catch up with some of the homies who are in the building. Yo, we got the motherfucking homie Razor Ultron in the building,
was good.
starting us off with the motherfucking gifted all point for gamer
Let's
membership,
go.
man.
Thank you,
Shout out to
bro.
our boy Razor, man. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put that motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest members, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking out with us. And of course, our boy Razor. Thank you, my brother.
Let's go.
Appreciate that
Thank
support.
you.
Y'all know what you got to do in the chat.
Give it to him.
Pull those motherfucking FBs in the chat. Give him what he wants. He knows what it is. You know what it is. Do it. Don't be rough. Be gentle. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen.
FBs in the chat.
Leave that up to him.
All right. And then we got our motherfucking homie Adidas 20 in the building
Yo.
with that $2 super chat. He says, like Concourse player count. I turned 49 today. Oh,
Happy
shit.
birthday, bro.
Oh,
jeez.
shit.
Happy birthday.
First of all, happy motherfucking birthday, Adidas, with that fucking 49. Shout out to you, brother. But goddamn, that Concord massacre is wild. What am I watching here? What is this shit?
This
is raining.
Oh my gosh.
Adidas.
Wow.
Has olives.
Adidas 22.
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
Damn.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, Adidas. God damn it. But thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. And then, of course, we have our motherfucking brother, Pragmatic Eagle. Shout out to our dude,
what's
Pragmatic.
up?
Member for 12 months. Oh, shit, it's been a year. Yo, motherfucking Prag. Oh, boy. It's been a year. God damn it, Prag.
Appreciate
Time
you.
fucking flies, man.
It's wild.
Holy shit. God damn. I still remember when I first saw you in the chat, bro. That's dope. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
He says, PSA reminder. DEAD when referring to Microsoft. Very much alive, thriving, and making more profit than your plastic daddy. Get over it, gallopers. LOL. Play games and figure blast that like button. Woo! Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck yes. That's the fuck I'm talking about, man. Shout out to you, Hobie. Appreciate you, my dude.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. And then we have our motherfucking boy Mac22TH54 with that $2 super chat. Appreciate you, homie.
Thank you for
Says, sup, y'all. Sorry I'm late. Traffic. It's all right,
Thank
man.
you for rocking
Thank
out,
you for
man.
getting here,
Be
bro.
safe out there.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you, my brother. And then we gotta fucking go ahead and blast our boy, motherfucking Ryu Gaming went ahead and gifted 20 All Point for Gamer memberships, man. Shout out to the motherfucking Ryu R who's not fucking around. Appreciate the support, my dude. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put that motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest members, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking out with us. And of course, our boy Ryu R. Thank you, my brother. In the chat, you know what to do. Put the FBs in the chat. Put the motherfucking FBs in the chat. If you don't know what it is, look at the fucking screen when they do it. You'll see it. Fucking motherfucking Ryu R getting FB'd in the chat. Do it right now. He's the man. Thank you, my brother.
He says that this is for the platform shoes. Thank you, Ryu R. Listen, platform shoes awareness. If you hop off your high chair or, you know, your stool with your platform shoes, you can twist your ankle, right, CMoney? So hashtag platform shoes awareness.
I did not buy platform shoes.
No. But if one were to have them, and
I don't own any.
Your booster seat.
I don't have a booster seat.
No.
I have nothing of the sort.
Not you.
He has seen me many times in real life.
Yeah. But
he knows I am no such man.
But if one were to have platform shoes on,
nobody has platform shoes.
But
God damn it.
If one were to, and you just leap off of your booster seat, you can twist your ankles. Right?
Listen,
that would be a bad fall.
The only person who could be talking about that would be you.
What do you mean?
Okay. You're the only person in here who can benefit from a booster seat, Doodle.
Oh shit! I see that coming. I've been shot, you guys. Shots fired.
Don't hop in the car after Doodle's been driving. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
can't fit in that bitch. I gotta fucking fucking.
It's the closest ones to us, guys. Those are the ones.
Betrayal.
When you least expect it. Wow, how they come after us.
Oh my God.
I'm doing something kind and putting awareness out there.
Oh my God.
So people don't injure themselves. And look, the attacks are crazy.
You wild, yo.
Somebody needs a nappy nap in a bottle.
Oh God. I mean, I'll definitely take something, you know what I'm saying, similar, something bottle-like that may have been used for bottle purposes for a while. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely do that. You know, no problem. Let me get the motherfucker Obi Mac22TH. I want to shout out our boy Mac22TH54 in the building, man. Thank you, my bro. Been a member for 13 months, man. A month and a year. A year and a month. God damn.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank
you, man. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support, homie. All right. Oh, look at this. Pragmatic says, quit while you're ahead, bro. You sounded defensive. Listen, all right. It's the abuse. Oh my God.
That's right. You are always the closest. That's crazy. Betrayal at its max.
Betrayal. I'll give you a fucking betrayal.
Man.
Oh shit. All right.
Check out Discord after the show, you guys.
Oh my God. Of course. The abuse is coming, guys. The abuse is coming. It is coming. Let me go ahead. Come on. Where are you? We're gonna pivot to another little thing. I already kind of briefly mentioned it, but let me take this chapter and I'll get us in here. All right. Bam, bam, Bigelow. Okay, boom, beautiful. Okay, go back here. And here we are. Okay. So, of course, Christopher Dring, our...
I thought you were going to say Christopher Robin.
No, Christopher Robin? That's fucking wild. That's real wild. Christopher Dring, our British friend, or Ukrainian? No, he's not Ukrainian. UK. That's crazy what I just said, but that's okay. Our British friend, our homie from down under. No, wait, that's Australia. Whatever.
Australia.
He's from somewhere. All right.
From wherever he's at.
Wherever he is. Okay. But he went ahead and put out a post over here that says, in today's GDC survey results, 40% of developers say they're intending to work on PlayStation 5 versus just 20% for the Xbox Series S and X. Ooh, that's pretty damning, right? God damn. What are we to do? People who are going ahead and talking about the future of what they're going to work on, the people who are going to go ahead and say that I'm telling you what, my next game I'm not making specifically for the Xbox. 40% saying I'm making sure is going to work on the PlayStation 5. We are so fucking cooked, guys. We are so fucking cooked. Except the future is not this past generation. Am I right? Am I right? I think I'm right. The future is not this past generation. But in fact, the future is the generation going forward. And the generation going forward, my friends, has already begun in some aspects for Xbox, because Xbox has already put out the Xbox handheld. And with that Xbox handheld, my friend, we are not limited to just the games that were decided to be made for the Xbox platform only.
Some may say we are unlimited.
Some may say we are unlimited, because on said handheld and confirmed for the next generation Xbox platform, whether it's an OEM or whether it's the Xbox official, confirmed, we are no longer going to be beholden to what is desired only to be made for the Xbox. No. The reason why, my friends, this number is so low is because developers already know that going forward, there will be no such beast as designing a game just for the Xbox. No. But instead, the real number that he was afraid to put here, because it would make the ponies cry, because it would hurt Sony's feelings, because it would make all the fanboys say, why, God, why? The real number that the survey said was about 83%. It's funny. In this, it says PC remains the top platform, with 83% of survey developers currently making games for it, and 80% saying they want to. 80% say they want to, which means that you as an Xbox fan, that you as someone who purchased an Xbox handheld already or will buy one soon, you, someone who went ahead and said, I love the Xbox ecosystem, so when Xbox drops the next box, I'm buying it. You have 80% of the developers in your pocket. 80% of the games that are going to be made will be made with you in mind. That's right. You will have access to 80% of the games, while PlayStation is stuck with 40%. And you know what? Xbox has 20%. So you add the motherfuckers together and you're at 100%, baby. That's right. You have 100% of the games that will exist going forward, while the PlayStation ponies will live in their memories. The ponies will all gather around and talk about, you remember the days? You remember the days when we used to be the focus, when we were the center of attention? Go ahead, Hargeet. What'd you say?
When our controllers had buttons.
Remember when our controllers had buttons? I want to see that new poll with developers when they saw that they got no buttons to make the games for. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that poll. Motherfuckers be like, wait, no. Fuck you.
Oh
PC it is, I guess.
That's wild.
Guys, they went and Chris String thought he had bars. He thought he had bars, and the ponies quote tweeting him. They thought they had bars. Oh, Xbox is not getting guys. Except that we, the gamers, will have all of the games if you own an Xbox.
And buttons.
And we'll have buttons. This is the confusion that people have. And this is the shit that I need to like make clear. And I know everybody in this building right now, I know y'all know. But I think those people out there, they're confused. They think that we give a fuck about what Xbox ultimately does for themselves. We don't. We only care how it affects us. That's all we care about. Whatever happens to how does it affect us? What does it mean for us? And when a team, a squad is showing us that all they do is figure out how to make things better for us, I'm sorry, but that's winning. And in this world, Xbox has already won the race. They're already pronounced it to the world. The game's over, fam. If you're an Xbox fan, I don't care if you're not buying the game from Xbox directly, if you're buying it from Steam, Epic Stores, fucking GOG, downloading it illegally, whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because you, the player, you, the gamer, you are the person that matters, not Xbox's pockets. So if I have a box that lets me play my Xbox console games, my Xbox PC games, my Steam games, my Epic Game Store games, my Ubisoft Plus fucking games, my EA Pro games, whatever the fuck that, any of the shit. If I have a box that does that, I am fucking winning. I am winning. And this survey shows me that Xbox made the right choice. They said, you can scratch the name off the fucking ticket. It doesn't matter. All games are made for us. All games are made for us. The only games we won't get for until we see it completely turn over are the ones that Sony or PlayStation gathers all its pennies, puts together, says, please, can you make it exclusive? Let me tell you one such example. One such example. They all are out here pretending like this game is theirs, right? This game is their shit.
What happened the last time?
Look at this. Neo 3, PlayStation 5 console exclusive. Also available on PC. So day one already on PC, which means next Xbox, day one, you could have played this, right? 100%. But not available on other consoles to at least 6 months. 6 months and it's over. 6 months and it's over. You know what that is? Sony couldn't gather their pennies big enough to make it a year. Okay? They couldn't go ahead and go into the couch cushions like, yo, Phil Spencer was here. Maybe he dropped something in our couch. Dig, bitch, dig.
Or maybe they just didn't want to go any further than 6 months, right? That there's a chance over there that even if you don't want to take a chance on your game not selling well when it has potential to sell more, right? So a 6 month deal, that's all right. Your game, if it's good enough, will still be relevant. But in a year, I'm not sure. It's not like we don't have games to play if we were that interested in anything that it's being made exclusive. And realistically, that's becoming less and less of a situation.
Facts.
A lot less developers are willing to take the bag, even if there were one that they can afford, right? So
100%. Look, this is just the reality of what it is. Hargeet, are we down bad if 20% of the people on there say they are thinking of making a game for Xbox when 80% of the people are saying they're going to make a game for PC? Are we fucked when we have the handheld and we buy our next gen console? Are we fucked, Hargeet? I need to know. Are we down bad? Should we be crying, Hargeet? Should I be in the corner like a pony crying? Please tell me.
I mean, what games are these supposed to be? I don't really care. It's just like, look, if it's a game that I want, that becomes a headache. But honestly, like, I have a PC, so I can always buy it there and play it there. And ultimately, the Xbox, like you mentioned, is going to play all the Steam games. It's probably going to play all the Epic games. It's probably going to play all the GOG. I mean, once you have Steam, though, you're good. Who cares? I can play everything on it. So I don't really care. What I really look forward to now is Xbox Play Anywhere. I kind of like that just because the achievements are the same. But if it doesn't have that, fine, whatever. But like, it's kind of cool if they just say, you know what, from now on, right, with our Magnus project, Project Magnus, the next generation, we're going to say it's the same freaking code base. And you just basically make the game for PC. You can then just push it in our store. And once it's in our store, it's on the console and it's on PC, and you're good to go. If people want to have a competitive store, they get a better deal. As far as the cut that they get, that's up to them. So if they're making it for PC, that's all we really need. It's good enough. And like, look, even PlayStation is putting their games there. So I don't like what difference does it make to me? So 40% of the developers want to target PlayStation, but the vast majority of them want to target like Microsoft, which is PC, Windows, and potentially Xbox, right? So I don't really care, whatever. It like, these numbers are interesting. It gives you a snapshot as to the development cycle headaches, like how long it takes for them to put it on each platform. But that is up to Xbox to just make much easier, and they're doing it. They're making it much more seamless with next gen. So that's irrelevant. And I don't know how far out these are. Are these games being developed now that are coming out in 5 years? Well, we'll definitely be in another generation by then. Are these games coming out in 3 years? We're probably going to be another generation by then. So, yeah, it's a hard.
We
thing
might
to
be
really,
in a generation later this year. We might just be
possibly, right? So I don't know. I just like these are just interesting snapshots. Like, everybody's developing on PC anyway, so like deploying to PC, like to publish to PC is very straightforward. But to publish to these consoles, you need to run it on the dev kit, make sure everything works, go through the certifications, all that junk, right? So. They're making it easier, going forward on Xbox, but right now it can be somewhat annoying. So, hey, that's up to them. So maybe that's just what they're reflecting is like, hey, it just takes so much headache, and like, is there enough return? Fine, fair enough. But that goes away once you talk PC. It's just irrelevant to us because
so this
games
is the
are
thing.
Coming to Xbox. So
we actually do know the answer, Hargeet. These are future games. These are future games. Okay, so if you
how
go
far
ahead
out are we talking? Multi-year?
Yeah, but if you look, it says more developers are working on games for PlayStation 5, 47%, than Xbox Series X and S is 40%. So there's only a 7% difference right now of who's making a game on PlayStation and who's making a game on Xbox. This is for future. So these are games that are not in development. So you're talking if it's a tiny game, a year, right? If it's a bigger game, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? So that's that's why the 80% is so important for us, because it is 100% for our next generation, like 100%. Even if it's a year, next year for sure it'll be not this year.
Then they have to figure out how many like consoles they're targeting, right? So if they wanted to still make the game for the series consoles, how much of a population are they looking to target there? Is it going to be enough for them to warrant the work, right? So, okay, I can kind of get that, right? So, but PS5 is probably going to stick around for quite a while. There's 30-ish million Xbox Series consoles, something in that range. And I don't know how many would shift immediately. Probably half, probably within a couple of years, right? Something in that range.
I would say that
they have to figure out how much they want to target.
So you got to remember, just like you said, right? Once the Xbox is capable of playing PC games, we already know from all the other rumors, right, that right now they're working on tech to make the Xbox console games work on PC. Why would that be? Sometimes you just got to look at what it is, and we just got to draw the conclusions of what they're telling us. They're telling us that the next Xbox is going to run PC native, and that all the console games are going to use whatever they come up with to make your game, your console games, your console library, the 360 games, original Xbox games, all those games, they're going to make available on PC. That is the plan. That's what they're doing. So once that moment happens, Xbox by definition will become the Xbox PC platform, just the way it is.
And that's all fine, right?
If they're making a game that's going to work there,
and not target Xbox Series consoles, because the thing is that like that is that generation, right? Whereas the next gen is likely to start pretty soon for Xbox, and so that's gonna kind of be the thing, right? So how many want to target the current install base of Xbox, assuming that those Xbox players wouldn't move to the next generation, right? So that's what you have to kind of create as a calculus as a developer, right? And so I can see that, right? PS5, they've already been hinting it's going to stay till 2030. They're not even looking to upgrade to PS6 for quite a while. So if that's going to happen, you have to target PS5. Whereas Xbox is looking to go sooner, right? We're expecting 26, 27. They're going to move to the next gen. And if that's going to happen,
100%. But because
you're going to be looking to put your game on the next gen. This is basically like saying, hey, how many people are targeting Xbox One when they've already announced the Series X console, right? It's like, well, okay, some will keep doing that. They'll keep doing that. But, they're also going to say, hey, why don't we target the next console? Because that's where we want to go.
Let me tell you the reality of these numbers. They use these numbers to mock. But you and I know that you and I personally, this number doesn't affect us. We're going to have access to everything that we want regardless.
Exactly.
But I would be concerned if I was a PlayStation boy because
they're not getting everything.
40% is not a lot, my friend. It's less than half of the games that are going to be made are going to be available on the PlayStation 5.
Nintendo, I think, was 39.
And they're extending their lifeline.
Yeah.
We already know the PlayStation 5 is extending how long it's going to be out. Exactly. And you have less people already saying, nah, I'm out. We know why the number's lower on Xbox for sure, right? Xbox is literally telling the world, hey, we're moving. They already said it. Out of Phil, out of Sarah, everybody has come out and said it's going to be a PC platform, for lack of better words. Just it's going to be a PC platform. You're going to be able to play all the stores. They're telling the world, hey, we're moving to PC. Now, don't cry in the fucking chat. That doesn't mean you can't be a console gamer. You'll be a console gamer when you buy the next console or keep this console. You're still going to have a console. But the idea is they're unifying the platform. So there's no more having this discrepancy of some games on PC, some games not on PC. Is just everywhere. Okay.
This so also like any game that goes to PC, this makes it so much easier for the indie developers as well. It's just for it all to kind of gel together. So this is a big deal. We're talking 100%. About a group of people that are more concerned with how many boxes are out there for the PlayStation 5 freaking console than the fact that PlayStation decided that they're going to make one game a year. So you're talking about a bunch of morons.
Facts.
Realistically. So yeah, they didn't show off for the pisser. I honestly do not believe that they're going to show off for a PlayStation 6 at the moment if one were made. So it's not like people are going to be moving on to the next one. Maybe, a small amount, but I don't see, that huge movement. And for PlayStation, that should be essentially the urgency to see if people do show up for the box, because they're sure as hell not showing up for the games. So we're talking about just people who want PlayStation numbers to come out here and brag about some bullshit that has nothing to personally do with them. And that's the problem with that mentality. Their PlayStation wins are not associated to them.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's like watching a fight and you feel like you won when they win. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you feel like you won when they lost. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
getting
that's so stupid.
getting knocked out, waking up like, yeah, I beat the shit out of you.
I did it. I knew I could do it. I knew we could do it, bro. It's really crazy. But Demo, I know you've been dealing with stuff, but I want to hear your take on this, man. Obviously, you heard what Christopher Dring put out there. His headline was PlayStation 5, 40% for next games. Xbox 20%. Xbox dying. And then when you go in there, you start realizing that developers working on their next games are going to be able to be played on your Xbox handheld that you can buy today, or the next gen Xbox you could buy tomorrow, you know, like whenever that comes out. So you're going to be able to play all these games. So we got 80% of the games that are being made being targeted to us gamers. I don't care about console box bullshit, whoever's doing what and what. No, Xbox has nothing to do with us. We are the gamers. We're on this platform. If we buy the next Xbox, we'll be able to play every single game that these developers are putting out. Unlike PlayStation, who is only getting 40%, only less than half of the games that are coming out in the future are going to be made for the PlayStation 5. What it sounds to me is like the PlayStation 6 is going to get on that PC bandwagon real quick and go on their knees to Phil and say, yo, sign us up, dog. How can we get on this train? I don't know. Demo, let me know, man. What do you think? What do you think about this whole thing?
Man, I think like who gives a damn? This is like my whole thing about it. Who gives a damn? Developers are gonna develop for everywhere, dude. You know, it is like kind of stupid that you ask this question, because as a video game developer, I mean, I'm assuming that you would think like, yeah, I want to put my shit everywhere, get as many people as I want. Like, you know, even Square Enix came out, like, you know, having that deal with Sony, and they were like, you know what, like screw that shit. And now you can see Final Fantasy 7 being successful in Xbox and also Nintendo. So it's just like the way that they throw away their money like that and their opportunities is kind of dumb. And you know, I'll believe that, you know, and you said it earlier, like next generation is next generation. It's not the Series X or the PlayStation. So yeah, when you ask this type of questions, when we are about to enter the next generation, this is kind of irrelevant, to be honest. Yeah, they just like, you know, had that stigma that, you know, why are we gonna put the games on Xbox if they don't have any exclusives? And it's like, okay, you know, like it's gonna come a time that there's not gonna be fucking exclusive like you think they are gonna be exclusive forever. And we're gonna see we at a point that technology is compatible, and we've been saying here, you know, all the time, that's been compatible with each other. This is not a VHS versus beta type thing, or CDs versus cassettes. You know, it's just like everything is digital. So for next generation, I think that it's gonna be kind of dumb if you still have games that can run in one hardware that is like current generation, and not gonna run in another you know, type of hardware, and is within the same generation. So I think the whole thing is kind of stupid when they add this question. It's just because they know that a lot of developers rather develop for PlayStation, because obviously you have a bigger user base. But if you ask me, like, where do I rather stream, I say that I'd rather stream and do my content on YouTube because it's my favorite platform. But that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna go ahead and take my content to X, or take my content to Twitch, or take my content to, like, it's the same type of situation. When you're looking for exposure, when you're looking for, you know what I mean, for people to notice you, like, you want to be everywhere, you want to stay relevant. And so I mean, it doesn't bother me, because at the end of the day, the next Xbox is going to be sort of like a PC. It's definitely going to be a PC with console capabilities, or the console simplicity, right? So I mean, there you have it. Everybody rather develop for PC and not the PlayStation.
But that's the biggest thing,
but that's
right?
what everything is
They
heading.
all chose PC.
Yeah.
Like, understand, the world is telling. Look,
But
people want to mock
CMoney,
Xbox.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to knock it. You know your point, but the thing is, like, it's easier to develop for PC, and that's it. Like, games are made, you know, on a PC. They're not made on a fucking PlayStation. They're made on a PC.
But
And
that's the
then
point.
Finish what you're saying, man.
and this is like, you know, like, I don't know. You're done with your PC version. You're done with the game. Like the extra step would be to take it to the consoles, and
Well,
you know,
that's where the most are now, right? Like that's the point,
yeah.
right? That's all this is doing. A survey like this, the reason why this survey is important, Demo, and why I like it is the fact that it proves that what Xbox is doing is the most consumer friendly thing that can be done.
And also
What
good
they're
for the
doing
developers.
The players
and
the
developer folk, exactly.
Mhm.
That's what I meant to add them both. But yes, you're right. It's developer and consumer friendly. It's the
Yep.
biggest thing that is happening in gaming where Microsoft is saying, hey, devs, remember when you had to do a stupid ass survey that said which console you're going to develop for? Well, you can go ahead and now just realize that when you make your game, we're going to take your game and make it available to our players.
Mhm.
Because we're not going to tie you to the Xbox store. We're not going to tie you to the Windows store.
Yeah.
You release a game, you market your game, you get my customers' interest, they will be able to go and purchase your game and play it on their Xbox that they have under their TV. Not the PC they have at their desk, not the PlayStation 5 they have on the side. No, on our Xbox that is underneath their TV. Your games will be there. You don't have to choose. You make your game and we will bring the customers to you. That is what gaming needs. That's what the industry needs. But these dudes who claim that they're all about the devs and supporting the devs and doing all this shit. Also, on the same side, like, whoa, what happened to exclusives? These devs should be looking to make less money so that I can go on Twitter and argue and say we're the best because we have an exclusive.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That is the difference of what we're looking at here and why the 80% matters, because 80% of the people who are out there are acknowledging that for them, it's PC all the way. And if your Xbox is now a PC with console structure and console form factor and console sensibilities, then guess what? You win.
Yeah.
You, the player, win. You get to go decide where you buy your games. You get to decide what you are doing with your box. That is the most beautiful thing. Till this day, understand, if you're saying, yeah, but that's the future, it's not the future. I got the handheld today.
Yep.
My handheld is your next generation box, just in handheld form factor. I have the Xbox storefront. That's gorgeous. That works. I've been saying this since we reviewed the goddamn Xbox handheld. Go on our channel, look for our review. I've been saying it since the beginning. I love the user interface on the handheld. 100%. It's my favorite way to experience Xbox. And that is your future. And you can go see it now. You spend the money, you can go get it. And you don't have to buy the most expensive. We also have the cheaper one here that our daughter uses, and she loves that shit. Works great. So we have it. The future is now. We already know it. All we're doing is waiting for the box to be released. All we're doing is waiting for the box to be released. But that is gaming going forward. And as much as these ponies and the industry wants to mock it and try to play stupid about it, they know it's a wrap. They know it's a
That's why
wrap.
they're playing stupid about it, right?
Until you see PlayStation join in.
That's what I think, CMoney, that PlayStation's delay their it's not the RAM. It's like, in my opinion, they don't even know what the fuck they're gonna do. Xbox got it all figured out. They are doing their thing. They know the direction they want to go. They know that merging the PC with the Xbox is the best move for the gamers and the developers. You know, but PlayStation doesn't know that. They don't know what to do. If they want to survive next generation at this level, they're gonna have to go ahead and include some sort of PC features on the PlayStation, including being able to access other stores, being able to mod your games. Because, I mean, mods are huge. The other day I was watching, I think it was like what Mortal Kombat, but it was like CJ from Grand Theft Auto versus so much. I was tripping out because that was funny as hell. And that's some shit that you don't usually get on consoles now. And now when the next Xbox come and they get all these features, yeah, Sony PlayStation fanboys and Sony PlayStation fans in general are gonna be looking like, okay, like why didn't we get something as cool? And we gotta control it with no buttons and shit instead.
Let me tell you right now, and you can fucking clip this and save it for years to come. The reason that PlayStation is delaying their box, whatever's next from PlayStation, okay? The reason they are delaying it is because this is their inevitable future. They know that their box is going to need to run on a PC platform in order to do it. Why are they delaying it? Because they got to make as much money as they can right now. Why? Because they do not have a PC platform to run these games on. They do not have the platform to run your Steam games, your Epic Game Store games. Their PlayStation does not run it natively. They will have to have either Windows and pay Microsoft for every single box they get, or they're going to have to go to Steam and do Steam OS. Linux is not going to live. Okay. Like it's not going to be a part of this conversation.
And in a box that literally thrives on free-to-play multiplayer games like Fortnite and Grand Theft Auto Online, all that shit, you already know the Steam OS is not very good for those games.
Nope.
Difficulties.
There's only one platform that offers no limits. Only one platform has no limits.
Or
to be fair, CMoney, they could actually get up from their ass and cook their own operating system. If no. Distance. I don't know. Maybe they can do
they're a hardware company, fam. We already seen what they did when they put software together with the pisser. Okay, let's let them sit the fuck down and stop pretending. There is zero chance they're gonna make a P. This is the whole point. Demo. It's not about that. It's about compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to make devs make their games special for your PC platform, then you already lost. It's the same shit as making it for your PlayStation.
You have to take that extra step. Yep.
Yeah, and they're not going to for that. They'll just make the PlayStation version. What they need to do is they will have to be able to allow the Windows version of games or the Steam version of games. And if they allow the Steam version of games and they go with Steam OS, they're also knowing that there are limitations. And until Steam gets all those limitations away, which, to be fair, is obviously something that they can and are probably working towards doing, that ultimately might be what they're waiting for, is waiting for Steam to get all their shit together. And that's why they're delaying it. At the end of the day, it's the platform. They're going to add a PC platform to the next console. They just don't want to do it now. They have to go ahead and suck on the teat of Microsoft if they want Windows on their platform, or they got to go get on their knees and blow steam. It's going to be one of the two. It's the only options to bring PC to the PlayStation fan base, if that is, even something that they're going to be able to do. But that is why I want you to look at it and remember it. That is the holdup. They don't know how they're going to play it out, and they're trying to figure out how it's going to make sense for them to do this moving forward. Hargeet, what do you think about that?
I've already said that. I already said that Sony should follow suit. They have two options. They can take Proton and put it in their current system, work with Steam, bring Steam to their system. But better yet is they could just use Windows. Nothing stops them from just reskinning Windows and making it PlayStation. And that way they get the full compatibility. They can do everything that Microsoft is doing. They should compete. I think they should compete with them and try to do the same thing. They can do it their own way, fine, but like their own way still is a little problematic. But maybe it works for them. Maybe they can say, hey, we have our PlayStation mode, which gives you all those multiplayer games, and then the Steam compatibility, but that'll only give you games that don't do the multiplayer, which, by the way, would help them as far as the massive revenue they get on microtransactions, right? Because that's where they get their money. So you would still have to buy your Call of Duty on their store, play it on their store, because that's where they give you the lockdowns and the anti-cheat. Everything else, if you want to buy on Steam, fine, buy it on Steam, right? So, there is the viability for them to do that, or just bloody use Windows. I've been saying this. They could absolutely use Windows. They could do Proton on their current. They basically are a Linuxy type box already, and Proton's already available for them. So they could just do it if they wanted to do it. But that's a good question as to whether they're going to. Maybe they have realized they have to compete with this, that they have to bring Steam over. So
what would be the only thing? Think about it. And this is not like, look, when they sat down, again, I'm not sitting here coming up with ideas of what might be happening. Unlike the ponies, I have eyes and ears, and I watch and listen. And PlayStation, sitting on a couch, told you that they don't quite know what the PlayStation 6 is going to be.
Yeah.
For a company notorious for taking a console generation and just copy and pasting to the next one, the fact that they don't know what to do with the next one tells you everything. They are doing something or trying to do something that they have not done before. And they are trying to figure out how, because unlike Microsoft and unlike Xbox, all these stupid ass ponies who are saying PC is not Xbox. Yeah, okay, cool. Who owns Windows? Gotcha. Okay, let's stop the conversation. That's Microsoft. So Microsoft putting Microsoft's products in Xbox makes sense. They don't need to go suck on the teat of another company to figure out how to make it work. They make these things, and they don't only make the software. Understand, they have Surface laptops that take their Windows platform and they pair it with their Windows hardware or their Microsoft hardware. Okay, so this is not the first rodeo with taking their platform and putting on hardware. It's only going to be this new thing that they already have working. Newsflash, on my PC, I know Hargeet, you already did it, but now it's officially available. The full screen experience is on my PC. When I turn on this PC right now, I do not go to this screen. I go to my Xbox dashboard. That's right. I play my Xbox games right here with no problem whenever I want to, and with the full capability of my system, with no bullshit in the background, not me saying, oh, look at this pop-up. I got to do this. I got to do this. Let me turn this on. Let me turn this off. Nope. My PC is a console. I turn it on. It works. We're already there. The last people are the people who are only on the console. That's it. They're the last of the Mohicans or Mohicans, whatever it's called. All right. They're the last ones. They're the last bastion. They're the last ones waiting. And then once we get that new console, you're in. You're in like Flynn. You're good to go. You can go ahead and take part in what the next generation brings to us, which is ease of use, access to any store that we want, play any game you see anywhere.
Yeah,
those
and
PC
Windows
game shows that go for 5 hours, now you can watch them because all those games are going to be able to be played on your console. Go ahead.
Windows actually is part of the same division as Xbox, so it's part of the personal computing segment that they have. So Xbox and Windows are combined as far as their actual numbers. So I mean, they literally are in the same bucket. At least that's how Microsoft sees it.
Yeah, and they've been saying it for a while that they want to make Windows the biggest gaming platform. What, by the way, so it already is, but they want to continue to grow that as a platform because they can see how other people can come over here and try to do something. Like, Steam is doing it with Linux. And they could see maybe other players jumping in. Like, we got the box. What is like the new console, little console that is like a Kinect? What's the name? The
play, the little shit we got. Play Next or Next box or
the
next
box. Yeah,
next
Play
box, something like that.
or something like that. Yeah, that thing, whatever.
We have the little thing.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta count it too because it's, it's like pulling out numbers. But at the end of the day, man, like we know that where everything is going, and we know this is like the best course of action. Because imagine, like, if we continue to drop consoles, they continue to do the same. Like, I mean, consoles are nothing but PCs with like limitations that have been put in place by these companies so that you cannot do whatever the fuck you want with them. Like that's literally all there is. It's like, we're gonna give you a computer that can run games, but we're not gonna allow you to do the other shit that you can do with computers. So you feel like you are in a safe space. But at the end of the day, you can still do all these things. Like if I wanted to join the podcast from my Xbox, I could. If I wanted to go ahead and and stream from my Xbox, I could. If I wanted to go ahead and fill out a job application, I could do it from my Xbox. If I want to do anything from work, I could log into my account, whatever, do everything that I need to do for work from my Xbox.
Literally though, like right now, you plug in a keyboard and a mouse, and you're fucking at the same speed and the same capability right through the web because everything's on the web.
Right through the web. Now, the one thing that you cannot do is use something called like DaVinci Resolve or Premiere or something like that. It's like the limitations that they put you. Do not download anything like
you can use browser
actual apps that you can use for that in the Xbox as well. So, like, come on, bro. Like, it's just like I don't really get why Sony PlayStation fans don't like this. And why are they so concerned? Bro, stay with your PlayStation. Stay behind. You know what I'm saying? You're going to look like that. One of those people who still got CD players in the cars. You know what I mean? You're going to look like Hargy, who still has a 4K, whatever CD player, Blu-ray whatever type thing still. I mean, that's cool. But you got to admit, like, the future is the future. More commodity. Everything is easier. You don't need an extra box. You don't need an extra nothing. It just plays everything. Like we said it here. The future might be just a screen, and you don't need anything in the screen. It's just by itself doing it. Listen, that's it.
I can tell you right now, the future for me is most likely not buying fucking 5 Xboxes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'll buy one Xbox, put it where I play the most, and then everything else is going to just be streaming on TVs or different devices. Or hell, shout out to Power Boss who put it out earlier. I didn't get a chance to click on it, but also keep in mind that Xbox is also the only company who said, hey, you don't have to go buy a new box to experience the new games. Yep. You can go ahead and stream from your console, your Xbox One console. You can have Game Pass. Well, I guess Game Pass, yeah, because it gives you
the cloud
access. Yeah. So you can have Game Pass and have access to all the games that have released on next generation consoles or now current generation consoles.
Yeah.
Just your Xbox One. And guess what? Those same people who are doing that now, when the next box comes out and those games drop, they don't have to do a goddamn thing. They just keep paying their subscription and they will have access to all those games looking the newest way, not the oldest way. They'll look the newest way. So obviously, just like GeForce Now and just like Xbox did, Xbox, as they update their boxes, they will update the cloud. And they will go ahead and take. Now they're not going to do it across the board. They're still going to leave the lesser boxes for people on lower tiers. But the ultimate subscriber will have the newest box to go ahead and stream from. Just like on my GeForce Now subscription, I have a 5080 that I go ahead and stream from, even though I still have 4090 here. Right? That is going to be the future for a lot of people. They don't force you to upgrade. This is Microsoft and Xbox are the only company out here who have given you total freedom of choice. However you want to make this happen for yourself as a gamer, you got it. Okay. So shout out to Microsoft, shout out to Xbox for crushing it. Shout out to Christopher Dring to come out here and let us make him look like the fucking pony that he is, trying to frame this shit when he knows what we know, that the next gen, which is what this question is about, next games. What are your next games? The next game you make, what are you desiring to put it on? He knows that the PC answer is in fact the Xbox answer. And that, my friends, is the beauty of being an Xbox fan. Now, before we go on to the next little pivot, let me get some of the homies. You see him here. Demo Flow Gaming, member for 23 months. My dude, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Really appreciate the support. Says, gone to get milk, but promise I'll be back. He's here. He kept his promise. Milk gotten. You're good, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. You do have the homie Razor Ultron with that $2 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the support. Says, does the survey ask which they are making the game for? No, it says which box they're going to do it for. Now, to be clear, if you add up all the numbers, that's not 100% because there's cross-contamination. You know what I'm saying? Like 20% of Xbox people could have also checked the box for PlayStation. The 47% or 40% of PlayStation people could have also checked the box for PC and Xbox, right? So like the 80% is also encompassing the people who are going to also take those games and put them out for PlayStation and for Xbox. It's just when you do the math, 40%, that means you're missing another 40% of the games, right? Like that's just the reality of what it is.
But I think what he's asking is like, I think their question was, where do you want to make your games? What platforms do you want to make the games on? Not which ones you will end up making the game on.
That's also true. That we don't know.
Yeah.
That we don't know. But it's just what they're most interested in, right? What are they most
exactly
most interested in using, which of course is going to be PC, right? That's always going to be the answer. That's why Xbox has made themselves the answer for always. The homie Space Shot in the building. Thank you for being a member for 15 months, my dude. Appreciate you, my brother. Says, if you're a developer and making a PC game, if you're a developer and making a PC game gets you on every platform except some custom Sony OS, what OS are you going to prioritize? Ooh, damn. Let me tell you something. I got to also put this out there. You have to remember there's certain things when it comes to marketing that amplify the scenario to bigger, almost like the sums of their parts are not as high as everything. I don't know, whatever that saying is. There's some type of saying that goes with it. But the point of what I'm trying to make is the fact that although Xbox as the box itself has less interest. Let me put it this way better. It's almost like when a game's exclusive to a box, right? Theoretically, when a game's exclusive to a box, or for us, when a game goes into Game Pass, right? When a game goes into Game Pass, it gets amplified, right? It's exciting. It's a big deal for us. Even if it's a third party, even if it's a game you never would normally look at, you say, well, that don't really look like my type of game, but fuck it, I'll try it. Why not? It's on my fucking subscription service for free, so I will do that, right? If you look at PC, being PC by itself, the reason that PlayStation and Xbox are so sexy when you're bringing your games over and you say, hey, we put our game on Game Pass for Xbox, where the game's going to be exclusive to PlayStation. The idea of it being so sexy is that the console name, the Xbox name, the PlayStation name means something to gamers. PC, the name PC doesn't mean anything to gamers. It's the PC is the device, is not a brand, right? And there's no brand that pumps it up. But now, if Xbox is going ahead and saying, yeah, all the games on PC are now going to be available on our box, you're going to be able to see people be like, yes, we're making our game and it's available on Steam and on the accessible through your Xbox Series New, whatever it is. Excuse me. The point is having Xbox more closely associated with PC is going to bring that brand recognition that's going to amplify people who are putting their games on PC, and they're going to want to associate that name with Xbox because it is now going to reach a much broader audience. It is going to take even the people on PC and give them that kind of ampness, like, oh shit, it's coming to our box. It's not going to PlayStation, right? It's not going to go over there. That's stupid, right? It's going to be made here first, or it's going everywhere, but we get it no matter how we play it. The brand is a big deal. So I think that ultimately that's also going to help in a major way for just PC devs, like people who are just putting their game on PC and who haven't even fucked with consoles in the past. I think ultimately that's going to all be a huge, huge deal. I do want to shout out the homie Duke Togo. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being a member for 10 months, my brother. Appreciate that support. It does mean a lot to us.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go ahead and pivot over to, again, we're still in the same vein of conversation, but I do want to pivot over to, I'm getting it. It's happening. Okay. It's right here. It's right here. Guys, it's goal time. Let me get my chapter. Oh, it's ready right now. Okay. Guys, it's here, baby. The future that each and every one of us have been waiting for and what we were dreaming of. And thank God to the almighty Sony for doing it. That's right. It's real. They are planning on going button free for their next console controller. No buttons. Touchscreen, baby. That is the way as PlayStation has deemed it. Oh my God. Obviously, I'm being facetious. That's not what we want as gamers. That's what the ponies who like to play their movies are. They go ahead, they put their controller down for 94% of the time they're playing the game anyway. So now they'll have no resistance on their fingers. They don't gotta press anything. Now they can just tap, tap, tap. That's right. They're thinking of a more relaxed future. Let me go ahead and let's jump in. Tech for Gamers has gone ahead and put this article out. Sony patent teases adaptive touch controller with no physical buttons for PlayStation 6. That is crazy. I'm sorry, but that, goddamn, I don't even. All right, before we even get into the article, okay, before we get into the article, I just need to hear the hot takes, okay? Just the hot takes before we see the patent or any of this stuff, okay? Baby girl.
Yes.
I'm gonna call you out right now because you're doing God's work. Because as we all know, the Xbox Ally X is the shit, and your Doodle is not fucking around, and she's gaming on the Ally X while she's rocking out with us. Okay.
You don't know.
They don't know. They don't know. But my girl's going in. All right. She said, I gotta make some progress. I'm making it happen. She's playing. Now, Doodle, I know I can hear the buttons. You know what I'm saying? I hear you pressing them. No, it's okay. It's good news.
They can hear it.
But let me ask you, are you dreaming of a world where that handheld doesn't have any buttons?
Man,
and you're
I
just
don't know
touching the same fucking screen and not knowing?
This is like blowing to the next level. I don't understand. Is there licking involved too on this round, or like what are they doing? I don't know if they're just targeting that younger generation. Maybe are they going with the touchscreen because the PlayStation players don't matter to them anymore, and they're trying to they understand that kids are on their phones, on their tablets, and they're trying to have a way to come in fresh, and they're looking to get, those younger kids and get rid of all these old heads that think that, games shouldn't go to any other platforms, and gaming shouldn't be moving forward, and games shouldn't be on all, shared. Like, what is going on here? Are we looking at that departure again that they previously had? That's the only rationale that I can think about. That maybe that's what they're looking for.
You just made a fantastic point. And I gotta tell you, I think you're fucking onto something.
I think so.
I think PlayStation has decided that they are done catering to these loudmouth motherfuckers on Twitter who don't pony up and buy these fucking
They don't
games.
buy anything. Their games have gone to shit because they went all in, listening to these players with what they wanted. They trimmed it down, and then the players were gone. They didn't show up, right? So listen, they're trying. They were very verbal when they said, like, they came out here. They said, we're trying to reach the Nintendo audience. They're not catering to their platform anymore as it's been known to be. So maybe this is their way of moving forward. They do have to find a way around like that hole that they've dug and kind of jumped into. And maybe this is their salvation.
Bro.
They're the ones that know who are the people showing up to play with these boxes. And it could be those young kids.
They're like, these motherfuckers are playing Fortnite on their phones every goddamn day. They know touchscreens. They don't know buttons. Bro, PlayStation has just single-handedly declared the PlayStation brand the absolute most casual box in existence. Even motherfucking Nintendo has goddamn buttons on their next console.
Tiny ones, so they've got the buttons.
Meanwhile, these fucking ponies are gonna be sitting here spending the next 3-4 years telling you why they love touch controls now. Touch controls are their friends. It's the best thing they've ever
we're talking about an audience that can't let things go, right? And can't let things go to the point in which they don't think things should move forward because of that. I'm not sure how well they're going to adapt to something like this.
Yeah.
We'll see.
What do you think,
insane. Well, I'm only gonna say three things here before Hargy goes on stage and decimate these ponies. No games, no buttons in the next generation controller, and no physical touch from a woman in years. Get off your basement ponies, go touch some grass, and that's it. I'm done. I'm done with y'all. Y'all buried, y'all peed on, and everything. The whole thing. Let's go. Come on, Hargy, kill him, bro, because I really got time for this shit.
Okay, well, first I'll give them credit for looking to do something different. Okay, cool. That's cool. And maybe it'll change configurations. I think they were saying something like that based on how you configure it. So maybe you can actually have staggered sticks instead of symmetrical like they still are showing here. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Actually, you just hit a good point. Can you imagine? I will say this. Let me say this real quick before you continue. There is a world where in this touchscreen, they have some strong magnets. And you could theoretically throw like a face plate on there that would have the buttons. And then be really cool. You remove it to play, the more casual shit that PlayStation is going to be for. Or maybe they're gonna maybe they're gonna go the opposite direction of Microsoft, and instead of going ahead, I don't know how we didn't think of this, instead of going ahead and having Windows and Steam and Epic Game Store, maybe PlayStation's gonna partner up with Android.
That's possible.
And bring the mobile market to PlayStation, and maybe they want you playing Candy Crush on your touch screen. You know what I'm saying? Swipe, swipe, swipe. Touch, touch, touch. I'm just saying, you never know. Continue, Hargy.
Yeah, I mean, look, ultimately, I think Android is going to be a big factor, and it's because TVs run Android, and you're just going to eventually run it on there. But anyways, pushing that aside, okay, cool. How well does this work if you're playing a shooter? I don't know. For
like kids, to see it works great. For kids, it works great because they already play shooters. They play Call of Duty Mobile.
Kind of control.
They play Fortnite. They play and listen, to be all up, like Doodle and I and the kids, we used to play PUBG Mobile when it first dropped.
We did a lot.
And we played a shit ton of it, and we were shooting people, and having a great time. You just get adjusted to it, right? But you definitely don't have. It's actually very similar. Like when you get good at it, it's actually, I would argue, a little more precise because it's like a mouse. Like your finger becomes the mouse.
What I was going to say is,
aiming.
Does it feel like a mouse, right? Because
it does.
Mouse and keyboard is what people
when you're really
swear
good with
by,
it.
right? And could this act in that fashion? So look, we'll see what it does. It's an interesting choice. They must have a reason to do it. Since it's out there, is this something that Microsoft will follow suit and say, hey, we'll try one of these too? But the beauty with Microsoft, of course, it's PC. So whatever you want, it doesn't matter. This controller can work. So do whatever. You buy this controller and use it.
Nintendo came out here and they have their Joy-Cons turned into a mouse, right? And maybe this is PlayStation take on it. This is their take on it to do something that is innovative and potentially. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah. I want to say something though. I don't know.
Quick, sorry, Demo. I do love what you said, CMoney, with the magnet. If you can go ahead and go back and forth between the two, I mean, that's fucking genius.
And then third parties, even if they don't do an Xbox version of it, like with the offset, third parties will make them. And I think that is actually a pretty feasible thing that might actually be kind of dope if it works.
Well, and then maybe you could change the stupid thing from being the circle, square, blah 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 to the standard ABXY.
People are really attached. That's
Xbox is going to make a magnet for it
because there's a big reason. That's a big reason why a lot of the players, like we know someone that won't let PlayStation go because of how comfortable they are with the controller, and maybe this is the way to kind of make things a little more custom to what you're used to.
It's possible.
It's because ponies can't read. That's what they use shapes, for the PlayStation. And Xbox already did this shit. Like you could already turn your fucking controller into your fucking phone into a controller. It's been done already, though.
They have done
old.
that.
True.
Okay,
true. But I wanted to say
Demo. That's true.
They finally found a way to a solution for that stick drift that the DualSense is known to have, and all these controllers, which is terrible. It's terrible. There's a bunch of people, ponies crying online because they had to buy I have 7 controllers and I never had stick drift. Of course, you have 7 controllers. You don't you don't even use
until they get agitated and crack the surface.
Exactly.
It breaks.
Well, I think Razer Ultron has the actual answer real quick with that $2 super chat. Says it's easier for them to clean after watching Pornhub.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Listen,
that's a whole other level of stick drift. I'm sorry.
I agree with the jokes, man.
That's hilarious.
But anyways, look, it looks interesting. I think I'll give them credit for trying something different. It's yet to be seen if this will work or not. But for those who are used to having an actual full button and thumbsticks, and I don't know what the triggers look like. Is that going to also be? Is it going to be analog? I mean, I hope just be
making shit up back there, just be fiddling around. I think I did it.
I don't know, right? So, and that will be a problem if you're looking at racing games. Like they kind of really need that, and so I don't know. We'll see what that's like. I don't want to immediately make fun of it until it's actually something we try. But here's my problem: it still has that same symmetrical sticks. I'm not interested in that.
Well, Hardy, let me ask you something.
Refigured, I'm all set.
Let me ask you something. I wonder, is having this touchscreen, does that make it easier to control a mouse pointer on their PlayStation 6 PC? Where you'll have access.
I mean, they already have a trackpad right now. They already have a trackpad in the middle of the stupid controller now. So they're ready, ready to go at any point to make it a PC. That it's just up to them to do it. So
I don't know. I feel like this is a step backwards, and I'm gonna tell you why. It might looks like it's high tech, but their controller has the haptic feedback, And I feel like
Mhm.
this would go against it because like the feedback that you get from a touchscreen is nothing compared to the controller. And I play, on a nice tablet, 120 hertz, whatever. And bro, there's no way. I mean, maybe I'm old, right? But the controller just like give you that feedback, tactile feedback that you
Yeah, 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 for
this
sure.
is like my brain recognizes this is like for gaming, and the phone is to like send text and see a feed or a video or something like. I don't know, man. I hope it works, man. I hope some people. I think it's a genius idea for the kids that are cool with it'll be another accessibility option for people who can operate a controller like that. So I think it might be good. I made fun of it because I think it's funny, right? Like imagine if Xbox would have done something like this. Like you can tell, you can already see all the disrespect. So that's what I'm cooking them.
Well,
Yeah.
this is the reality of what this means. Okay. And this is where, people who watch shows like this, people who are up on Xbox and PlayStation like that, unfortunately, this is absolutely a detriment, right? There's no way around it. You can't make a touchscreen feel good. It's still a touchscreen, no matter how you do it. It's just your ability to get used to sliding and touching things that don't give you any real feedback. Now, they do have vibration feedback that you can get that will let you know that, hey, I hit a button because it gave me a vibration, and they can make it where each button maybe feels a little different, so you hit the right one. But
Woo.
it's
After the
not the
vibration,
same
you have to
thing.
do like woo. Woo.
Yeah. People make the sounds and put it on their junk. But I just think at the end of the day, the reality is that for the hardcore, this is a signal from PlayStation that they are not the ones.
Oh yeah, that's a clear.
They are not
that's a
the goal.
clear message.
Yeah.
They're not playing that. They want to tap in to the casual vein even further. And the only way they can do that in their minds to capture, they think there's going to be their Wii moment where they're going to get old people who can't press buttons, but they know how to touch their screens to come play, some generic, casual game on their PlayStation versus on their phones or whatever it is, or like you could take it to the next level. Honestly, this really does signal me the idea of maybe Android as a platform to follow suit. Maybe they want to go in a different direction than Microsoft. But again, I do honestly feel this is them choosing casuals, choosing to leave their hardcore behind, choosing to leave, and this will be the most damning part, choosing to leave behind the most risky part of their business,
Absolutely,
which is their first party devs. Because I could tell you right now, fucking Naughty Dog is not making a touch screen fucking game. Fucking what's it? The other fuckers who make the Santa Monica, Sony Santa Monica, God of War, they're not making a touchscreen game that's going to be fucking fire. Bro, imagine, and again, this is just based off what they're doing. Imagine in a scenario where they're just waiting for the studios to finish their games before dropping the next generation because they're pulling away further from first party and taking away the only part of their business that fucks them, which is
it really
first
does,
party.
though. It is what's dragging them down and weighing them down. And honestly, those the ponies, those hardcore freaking ponies, if they can get rid of that dead weight and kind of reset, I think they'll be in a better situation. They are the ones who create this persona for them that is honestly non-existent.
I agree.
To be honest, I feel like when I look at it from another point of view, and Simone says something that really made me think what you were talking, and is that they were sort of like moving towards more mobile rather than that's something else. So I mean that could be their whatchamacallit, their next call. It could be like be more like mobile instead of be more like a PC. That could be another option for them. And I think that Nintendo does this very well, right? I think Nintendo is like more on the mobile side. In my opinion, I feel like it's more like a mobile thing than than a traditional.
You would
console,
think
the way
so,
I
but they
see it.
really didn't crush anything they've done on mobile. Like they made Mario
Oh, they
Run.
made
It's
Mario,
yeah,
but
it's okay,
all
but
these
it
Nintendo
doesn't.
games can run on mobile, bro. Like all
Oh,
of
they
them.
can run there, but they're not good at
They
they're
did
they're
Animal
trying to
Crossing on
make
mobile too.
yeah, yeah, they do have Animal
Yeah, they
Crossing.
have
They're
that
trying to
Mario, but
cater it.
it's very simplistic.
Yup, they
Remember,
did
remember
Fire
in
Emblem
Japan,
2.
in
Like they
Japan,
made a lot of mobile games over there already
m-
for some of
m-
their big IP.
mobile
And
is
it's just
huge.
yeah, they just are doing it in the most casual way. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So like they're all their games they're trying to make just to be played with one hand, right? So it's very simple, mechanics in the game. So like Mario is just, a auto runner, right? You just make it
yeah.
go and then you
You tap to
tap to jump
and yeah.
and
Got,
that's it.
I got one question, Simone. Is this like an official picture of it?
No, I don't think so. I think this is
Oh,
a render.
because this looks like
Render.
AI
Picture looks
slop, straight
like
up.
Astrobot.
Yeah, that looks like
Listen,
AI slop.
AI slop, there's no AI slop, okay? There's just
I mean,
AI.
I would
All
call it
right.
AI slop because it's pretty badly made. I'm just saying.
I
I'm
mean,
looking at all
I actually like the look
the
of that
fucked up
one. I think
shit.
it
Yeah.
looks fancy, but
Nah.
doesn't mean it's gonna be good. But still,
Better than the pictures we make up with AI.
yeah, for sure, for sure. But listen, this is the reality of what it is. I think we're getting a real picture of what PlayStation 6. Remember, they said on that couch, they told us they didn't know what it was gonna be, and it looks like from everything we're hearing that they are getting something together. And what it seems like to me is I started before by saying that one of the reasons they're waiting is because they're going ahead and having to decide if they're going to go with the Windows platform to bring PC games to PlayStation, or if they're going to try to go with the Steam platform and embrace that, right? But this now brings in this third option, which is they may choose to go Android. They may choose to go the mobile route. I think that that's a very viable thing for them. They are not going to get hardcore people with this controller. They are going to have people say, what the fuck is this thing? And they're going to get upset and it's going to become an issue. You can't go on Call of Duty and cross play with PC and Xbox people on mouse and keyboard and controllers, and you out here this fucking mobile touchscreen, bro. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So they're telling you they don't give a fuck. They want the casual market. That is who they're placating to in the future. They're gonna have the power. They're gonna have all these things. But the one thing I did read in the actual article is that there is the way that the screen is going to be is that they might go ahead and have it where the buttons are not fixed. So it's going to be like a phone game. Like, when you play Cloud on Xbox Cloud and you play the mobile game, some games are just generic ABXY, all the buttons of Xbox on the screen, because that's, they need to account for every button. And then some games are specifically catered to mobile touch screens, and they go ahead and they take the buttons and they make them decorative, like they make them look appropriate to the game, and they size them appropriately. So like if there's a game that uses the A button a lot, they might make the A button much bigger and easier to get to, and then have some of the other buttons around, or take some of the things that you would normally have to do a combination button press for and just put it in as one one button so that it's already ready to go. So this screen that they would be putting in front of you is not just a standard looking screen. It'll be generic sometimes, and then when developers code for it and say, okay, we want to make it special here and make it look right and have it fit our game, it'll also take that form and that shape. So it very well might be a world where you have the touchscreen. Let me ask you this, now that my mind is kind of going. What if this can double as their handheld? And that touch screen is an actual screen.
Oh, it could
that
be like
puts the game on
like
there.
their Vita.
So that remote play scenario, you already have it in your hand, when you're sitting at your console, it plays. When you're done, you walk away, and you can go, sit on the toilet and play on the handheld. And maybe if you have, internet, you go outside, you can play right there on your screen. I mean, that scenario sounds pretty dope. I mean, if you're that type of gamer,
could have like Wii U type capabilities, right? Where you actually have like
it can be like
a screen here to do things, right? But
like basically
totally
like
possible.
that cloud device they have, right? That's
I mean like, but with the Wii U, you actually had like a touch controller, right? So they actually had a controller with a touch screen and all that. So maybe it could like play those kind of applications in this as well, right? And have some weird touch capabilities, scan something by like moving around the whatever. And so yeah, it's possible.
It's wild, but I mean, I think this is what we're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Mac22CH says, CMoney, do you think it will have cellular service? I mean, I think that the idea of cellular service on devices like this is a thing of the past. I think in the beginning, people try to sell you plans for devices, but they all stopped doing that because you just everybody has basically a Wi-Fi in their pocket with their phone, right? Every phone now has the capability of turning into a Wi-Fi spot. So I don't think it'll have cellular. I think it would have Wi-Fi capability. And I mean, honestly, if we think about the future of controllers, most of these things, especially like Xbox is going to be doing it, Google started it, where your controller is not actually connected to your box, but instead it's connected to Wi-Fi. It's connected to the cloud so that it can go ahead and have the fastest response for most of the stuff that you're playing, streaming online and stuff like that, right? So it's definitely a thing that's possible. But again, at the end of the day, just the fact that this is something that they're looking into doing really, again, just kind of gives the idea of what their thinking is for this next generation, right? This is the focus going forward. The first patent wasn't for some cool new shit for the regular controllers, right? It's like, how do we make this as casual as possible? How do we reach the casual market as much as possible? Xbox is thinking about that by figuring out how to take their games and making it accessible on your mobile devices. PlayStation is trying to figure it out, saying, we know it's hard for some of y'all to use buttons. Why don't you guys come and use our no button controllers, my dude? That's wild. That's wild. In all fairness, right? There's nothing that says that this is not just a add-on purchase, right? They can have a regular controller and then also sell this controller for people who want maybe that, type of capability. But we don't know. It's just a wild thought, and it's crazy that this is what it is. So we will see, man. We will see. This is definitely wild. Definitely a new dimension, right? It's just crazy. Like people are going so crazy for Xbox, going the PC route, right? Bringing more games to you as a player, more PC games, more hardcore games, more games for actual gamers. And it looks like PlayStation on the other side saying, how can we bring casual phone gamers to our PlayStation? Like, that's wild. That's wild. Isn't that kind of fucked up? Where's the smoke? Have you seen, as we've been talking demo, has there been so many articles on this saying PlayStation 6 is fucked, PlayStation is dead, death to the hardcore PlayStation gamer?
Nah. PlayStation is going the mobile route. Nah. They wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare.
Where's the stories? Where are the articles? That's gonna be my headline when I cut
That's what we gotta make it happen. We gotta
PlayStation 6 going mobile.
Yeah.
PlayStation dead.
PlayStation dead. PlayStation hardcore gamers are dead. See you later, hardcore gamers. I guess there's only going to be one box that you're going to be interested in. Woohoo! And guess what? You'll still be able to play those PlayStation games on that next Xbox. Just so you know.
That is something that they still don't understand. And that's why I let them have it, right? Like, You are celebrating games keeping Xbox. You're celebrating exclusive console exclusive. Because what the hell is even that? But whatever. But they don't understand the next generation, or when Xbox has Steam and Epic and all these things, all these stores, it's gonna be a wrap. Like there not gonna be any reason why you should go ahead and and cap for exclusivity in any shape, way, or form. So whatever, man. You go out. You Sony PlayStation fanboys, go ahead and do you. Continue your capping, continue your hatred towards Xbox. I don't know if you've seen this, but a lot of people are like, I don't know, taking sides when it comes to like games and what games they choose to defend and what games you need to like try for 10 hours in order for you to like it, but but they don't show up for the rest of the games. So that's just what I gotta say, dude. Let him have it. They down bad, and Sony PlayStation is, I don't know. They in a difficult situation at the moment. They really got nothing going on for themselves except for the couple of games they got coming this year. But are they even coming out? Wolverine, does it even have a date?
That I don't know.
Is it even coming out this year? I
It's scheduled to come out this year, but yeah, I don't know. There's no date, but
there's no date. And anything can happen. They could push it back. They could delay it a little bit. Not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to tell you guys that they need to be extremely careful with Wolverine and how they release it, because a big budget game, and we don't want to have another Conquer situation, And by the way, Marathon, like a lot of people are saying the Marathon is looking better. I was looking at the trailers today, and it still looks like ass. I'm gonna be honest with you. The guns, like I'd rather play with Nerf guns. Like
wow.
Seriously, the guns are terrible, dude. Terrible.
It
Like
does look
Hardy,
trash.
go ahead and watch the trailers. Like bro, stop the trailer when they're reloading the guns or something. Look at the guns and then tell me that shit looks like high quality, bro. That's insane. And look, I'm kind of sad because I wanted the game to be good because I like that type of game. But what else they got going on for them? So Satos, how many copies Returnal sold? And it's gonna be literally the same thing. So in my opinion, they're making a bunch of mistakes, and it's gonna be extremely difficult for them to bounce back from all these losses. And we're gonna start seeing a pivot in the mind share of like. By the way, it already exists. Like Xbox lives rent free in every PlayStation portal. And I said it in my show, and I said it here today. If you're not talking about Xbox, you're not saying anything. What the hell are you going to talk about if you don't want to talk? Look at Reforge Gaming. He said, I'm never going to cover Xbox again. Then the Xbox developer came out and hasn't stopped talking about Xbox ever since. So it's just
it's the only thing exciting, my dude. The only thing exciting.
Game Shark brings up an interesting point in the super chat.
Well, let's hop right over to Game Shark. Thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Appreciate you.
Twinkle, baby.
Thank you for that $5 super chat. Twinkle, twinkle, baby. Says, don't forget, the new Horizon and Ratchet and Clank games are going to mobile and skipping PlayStation.
Oh shit! You ain't lying.
Oh shit! Oh shit! We need that. We need that button. That. Oh shit! Oh, remember that? We had that. We have to go find that. That's fucking crazy. Yo, connecting the dots.
Oh,
connecting the dots.
These boys are being left alone.
You're telling me the next PlayStation might not run on the PlayStation OS, but in an Android?
In an Android OS. Are all of their next-gen games being made for Android only? And they're just getting ports that they can play. Oh my God.
From making big AAA bangers to making mobile games. Wow, the fall for grace gotta be studied. All right, guys. Crazy. Yo, I gotta go. My kids already sleep, and my girlfriend, she's not feeling good. So I gotta what I'm saying? Like,
man. Thank you for rocking out with us, bro.
I appreciate you guys. Yeah, for sure. I'll be back next week talking that shit. You know how we do. We're gonna be spanking these ponies, bro. I see you.
Hell yeah, fam.
I'm out.
Bye.
See ya.
Peace.
All right. Let's go to our next topic. Now, listen. I'm not gonna lie. This next topic might be a topic that we have a big divide. Okay, even in here, there might be a huge divide. If you know me, you already know my position on this stuff. But I'm just warning you, it might not be exciting for everybody here. But goddamn, it is exciting for me, guys. We are getting a sneak peek into the future. And I need you guys to understand that this is some real crazy shit. And that's why when Demo had said AI slop, I had to stop it. I had to stop the idea of AI slop. Fam, AI is fucking insane. And Google, of all fucking people, just made the first, what I would say, real step into fucking blowing our minds and understanding what this is, just what generic shit's going to be. Imagine when devs with actual talent get their hands on this, fucking technology and what they'll be able to do with it. I'm going to show it to you now, guys. And again, this is what it is. Google has Project Genie. It's an experimental research prototype powered by Genie 3, our world model that lets you prompt an interactive world into existence and then step inside the world. Guys, if you
so the only sad thing is it's Google doing it. So T-minus 18 months before it's shut down.
Well, this is the thing. They're not the only ones in the AI game. So whether they move forward with it or not is irrelevant. Doing it is going to prompt Grok to eventually get in this game, is going to prompt Microsoft to do it with OpenAI. The fact that they are doing it, just like the video, right? They were one of the first people who did the bring your video to life thing, and they charged you for it. Where Grok said, "Okay, cool, we'll do it," and it's in there, right? We don't have to pay extra. Well, maybe we do. I don't know. I pay for the thing, so maybe we do have to pay for it. But watch this fucking thing. I don't care who you are as a gamer. You need to at least be open to what this is. Okay, let's fucking watch this shit together. You can create your own worlds. Check this shit out, my dude. Project Genie. Guys, it gets really wild. It gets really wild. Again, this is just AI. This is not people who are making this shit and going in there and doing it. Just AI. Goddamn. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. Look at the detail that can be in this fucking thing. It's about to get real crazy. Watch. Hold on. It's coming. Look at this fucking shit, bro. Look at this. Look at this. You take a fucking picture. Bam. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at this shit, dude. Come on, bro. Come on. What are we talking about here? What the fuck are we talking about here? Look at this shit. Put yourself in the goddamn game. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. You can't tell me that that's some fucking slop. You can't tell me that slop, my dude. You can't tell me that. No. Fuck out of here, dog. Fuck out of here. There's no way you could try to tell me that shit is not crazy. There's no way.
That's pretty insane. This is really, really, I still remember, I don't know if you remember Far Cry, when you could make your own levels, right? And we would be there for freaking so long, just like, and it was still like, it was such a, kind of like difficult. And I feel like, to create what, sorry, excuse me, my voice is in and out. To create what you would want. And I feel like now we're getting to a point where we would have access to so much to have games where we can create our own visions. But even like for people who are creative,
That's
that
gonna be
would
the
want
biggest
to
thing.
go ahead and make a video game themselves and maybe do not have the means or the team, this is going to facilitate that situation. It's kind of like when, YouTube was freaking created and you have people like Mr. Beast and like, other people that have become famous from it, and you do not that sing or do things like that. You do not have to go, through all the situations that people had to go through back in the day and maybe get themselves in a situation where you can kind of go ahead and do that independently. So it's easier access to maybe do things that you would want to do. This is really, really cool. And this is, like you said, not for that's when it comes to us. Like when it comes to actual developers that have the team and the means to go ahead and kind of mess with
And
the
the know-how.
technology, the know-hows. Yes. This is going to be facilitate. You know how we want these games to come sooner and kind of like, oh, we got to wait years for a game from this studio. It's going to make that whole rotation a bit faster and smoother.
Yo, this is so crazy. Let's get some shit clear here. Most of the games that we have that are open world, let me tell you a secret. They do not go and form every nook and cranny of that world. That is not a real thing. They go ahead and they make all the points of interest. Yes, they go and they handcraft all that shit. Everything in between, for the most part, is all generated. And then they go, like procedurally generated. Then they go and form fit certain things and make it the way they want. But they're not literally laying every fucking rock that you see on the ground. No. That's all photogrammetry. Those are all images and models that are stocked that people take, put it in the game, and then change it. Okay. So for me, there's no difference for them going ahead and taking a picture of a room. They do that anyway, guys. What do you think they do? They sent for Hellblade 2, they send them to Iceland to take pictures. They took those pictures, scanned them, and put them in the game. What is the difference if AI can fill in the fucking gaps for them and take a picture and bring it to life?
The difference is it won't be as time consuming, right?
100%. And you already know that this is just the building blocks. What the point is, and again, like I want to be clear, I'm not excited for General Joe Blow to make his own little fucking AI game.
But
I'm not looking at that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this just being the building blocks, the start of what will come and what developers are going to have access to. Because again, we talk about time. We talk about the time it takes. If somebody's in charge of modeling a room, okay, and then they go ahead and in the real world, we've seen it. Fucking Hellblade has done it, where they set up things and then they scan it and put it in the game. The clothes, the leather, all this shit, they do all that and scan it. And then somebody has to go manually translate all that shit into the game assets, right? Bro, in a world where somebody can go visit a site and be like, oh, I like the look of this bar. I want this look for this bar in my game. I take a picture, put into AI like this. It does this thing where it builds out a bar for me based off of what I just showed them. And then I go in and fine tune. I go in and do this. Guess what? That's what they do anyway. They just have to manually do it. They go to the bars, they take pictures. They look at pots, they take pictures. They put it in, and somebody has to do it. If you don't have to do all that extra work and you can have less work being done, still the same people, they just don't have to do the tedious bullshit and they can focus on what the game is actually going to be about. God damn, are we in a scenario where we're going to have access to more games that are better visually, and we're going to be able to get them faster? Come on, man. How is that a loss? Baby, what do you see when you see this stuff, man? Is this garbage? Is this slop? Or is this literally a dope ass foundation for a tool of what can come?
A really dope foundation for what's to come. And again, like you said, we're not talking about which, again, like I said before, for creative people that don't have access to go ahead and do these things. Yes, that becomes something that now is possible, like to go ahead and do. But to go and as a developer, not have to travel around potentially or do the tedious things that they need to freaking do. We're talking about a whole other level, right? We're not talking about here these, and I see some people in the chat, Roblox level type of game that we're seeing here. It's just, we talk about AI and how far it's come, and from what we saw not long ago to this is insane. So again,
seriously,
using this technology, because they do talk. Xbox comes out here, they're talking about AI and how they're investing and trying to figure these things out, and this is why they're trying to figure that out for. Again, it is for the turnaround of the freaking games, where we're not sitting here wondering where is this studio and where's the game. There are games we freaking hear about and we're like, oh shit, I forgot they were making that crap because it's been so freaking long, right? So this is going to go ahead and cut that time down the moment that they kind of get it down. And it's not going to be something that they're just magically going to have an easy understanding of it, obviously, but it just is going to make things easier.
I agree. Now, I want to point out something, because our boy Pragmatic in the building, shout out to him. Obviously, he's not a fan of it, right? But he's also open to the idea that, at the end of the day, the game is what he's going to be playing. So it's up to the devs to do it. And I will say, because he says, have to see it in practice to determine if it's beneficial for devs, right? And then he says, will this actually make development better or faster, or will it make devs lazy? This is the thing. You got to remember, Prag, that at the end of the day, although what happens on their side might change, what happens on our side doesn't.
I mean, we're looking
you and I
at
are still going to judge
and
games.
Ambitious developers that have given us Hellblade and are giving us Fable, like these stunning games. And it's like, obviously they're reaching. And the trust is in the fact that this should just make all these things more accessible to them and easier to achieve.
Yeah, for sure. But I agree. But the point that I was making is that at the end of the day, no matter what they're doing on their side, no matter what tools they use, no matter what tech they use, whether they're using AI, whether they're using anything, the question is still going to be posed the same way. When that review copy goes out, is the game good?
I mean,
is the game fun? We're still going to judge the game,
right? So beloved by so many people. And then as soon as, some people found out that there was AI in the game, like, first of all, this was nothing that they picked up on their own. But once they found out, then here we go with the freaking swords ready to fucking fight. It's like, it didn't change how you enjoy the game, right? The fact that they found a way to work with AI in a way that it was going to benefit them. And it's like, if you as a developer have figured it out and it's something that it's helping you, there shouldn't be a problem. I do love what Pragmatic is saying. He may not be with it, but if you're delivering the game and you found a way to use it, great. The problem is the closed-minded people that think that AI bad no matter what. and again, Expedition 33 is a perfect example of that. People that were on board with the game, all for it, upset because there was AI in it. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a stupid argument, and I said it here, right? And I made that proclamation a long time ago, and it's just the reality of what it is. I'm never gonna front and like it's anything different. I don't care how the sausage is made. All I care about what's on my plate when I'm about to eat, and if I think it tastes good. Obviously, not if you're like cooking it with disgusting shit in it, right? I don't mean that. But the point is like when I play a game and I go ahead and I finish the game, and if I sit there and say, God, I loved that experience. I loved it. It was one of my favorite games I've ever played. And then I fucking see the credits roll, and I see one name of one guy, and then the next line is Genie fucking 3. I don't care. I don't care. I could care less. I do not care who is working on these games. And I'm not saying that as a way of saying that I don't care for people's jobs. That's not what I'm saying.
No, I was just going to say that's going to get twisted.
I'm saying that if one person can use AI and deliver me an experience that I fucking adore, then fucking let it be. If it takes 500 people to use AI and create this game that I could never fathom in my existence, then fuck it, let it be. I do not care how or who worked on this shit. That's like this whole woke scenario that happened and who's making these games. I don't care. I want to play the games. And if the games are good, then I am in. If the game is not good, then I will review it as such. That is the answer. There's nothing that they can do. They cannot trick us. They cannot make us say, oh my God, this game is amazing, even though it is really trash. But because it was made by AI, I must love it. No, no. The game has to be fire, no matter what, no matter who makes it, no matter how many people make it. The game has to be fire for most of us, right? For most of us who don't have all the time in the world to sit down. Like I know a lot of people who sit down and say, if I'm playing a game, if I start a game, I must finish that game, whether I like it or not, just so that I can get it to the end and say this was garbage. Sorry, but that's not for me unless I'm doing a review. Outside of that scope, if I don't like something, at the end of the day, I'm not going to keep playing it.
No, time is too valuable.
And if I don't like what I see, I damn for shit ain't going to buy it.
No.
Just kind of what it is, right? So for me, when I see something like this, the possibilities are so endless for me in my mind of what people could think of and what people can do. And again, this is just from a single user input. Right now, I can go ahead and it might be cool to like take a photo of my desk and put it in there, right? Like where I set up everything and create a little character and have a little CMoney running around it for a few seconds, right? And you can control them. Like that'd be cool. Go touch the buttons here, do this, like stupid shit like that. But at the end of the day, this is the reality. People should judge a game for your experience with the game. Or if you visually look at a game and are so turned off by it, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, you can't change your senses, right? If you hate what you're looking at, then it's not a good look. You're not going to enjoy it. There's no amount of story that can help certain people. Like there's plenty of games that have fantastic stories that people love, and I hear about them. I'm like, oh shit. Then I Google it, and it's a fucking pixel fucking art game that you can barely fucking walk around. And it's like, what is that? Did they kill him? Or did they just draw a red fucking dot? I don't fucking know. Like shit like that. I'm past that stage of my life. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to play that. It's cool that people, indies, use that a lot because that's easier for them to make. Maybe, I don't know, cheaper. I don't know. But that doesn't mean that other people can't love it. I don't. So for me, I'm looking for what's next. And honestly, based off everything that we're fucking hearing about how expensive hardware is and all this bullshit, like AI is a clear route to taking gaming to where the next level is going to be. And again, I don't mean type in AI, make this and go do it. I'm talking about developers being able to use this to generate a room in space. The difference will be that it'll remember it instead of just leaving it in the cloud. It'll be downloadable, right? I made this room, I walked around it, and now I could download it and I could interact with it and update it and edit it and put different things and move things around and change the scenario. You know, in this thing, they show the bunny jumping around and you just put it in different environments and then you turn it into like a water pastel color. For me, man, the ideas of it are just crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy. I just hate the idea that I'm going to pose the question to the chat right now. And I just want your answer because I know my answer. You already know my answer. But it just be dead honest. You play a game 30 hours. You beat the game. You love the game. Okay? You love it. It's the greatest feeling that you've ever had playing a game. The credits start to roll and you find out that the majority of that game was produced by AI. Are you out? Do you hate it? Are you mad at it? Do you hate the fact that it was made by AI? I want to know what you guys think. Hargeet, what's your take on this, man? You've been saying quiet. I don't know if you're saying you see money with this goddamn AI shit, or you're like, oh, this is going to be fine and nobody's going to die. What are you thinking?
So I don't know if you already knew this, but like I started toying with the idea of, hey, at some point it might be viable to, like, I made the book Emergence, right? And the point was it was supposed to be a video game. And the reason that it wasn't a video game was like, that's going to take forever with lots of people. I can't do that. I'm just going to write the book. But it's getting to the point where AI might be able to do that for me. Yeah. And so I'm like, are we close? So this gives me hope that we're close. The problem, though, is I just don't trust Google because they do things and then turn it off. And right now I just went to their site. You have to like be accepted. And it's like, okay, so when this, like you said, when this goes to others, when Microsoft builds this into their PlayFab, into their ability to develop games, this could just change everything, right? If I could say, here's my book, make it into a game, and then I just refine it and say, no, on that one, I want you to do this, bro. Like if I could say, okay, I spent like 80 hours with that AI, take my text, I spend 80 hours and I have a game. Holy shit. We're in a totally different world. Right. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking that was like a couple of years out. I think I think it still is a couple of years out. Agreed. When Microsoft can put this out there, right? This is like the inception, but that's what I was thinking. Like, I think we're a few years away from me being able to say, here's my book, make it into a game. Right. Yep. So the original concept of what I had, make it into the game I expected. Right. And I think we're kind of there. We're just a few steps at the beginning of that. I needed to get a little further, and I think we could actually do it. So no, I'm not the one that's pushing away from this. I think this is here to stay. I can't see it going away. It's here to stay. And for me, just personally, it's like, this gives me the opportunity to make the game I wanted to make. It's like, so if it can get there, we're almost there. Right. So the other thing I'm doing is right now with AI, I'm trying to do the audiobook. And so it basically has the ability to detect all the different characters, and you can say, I want this kind of a voice, and literally you can type in, I want a commanding voice with a gruff tone to it, whatever, and it'll generate that voice for you, right? And you just say, okay, I want to assign that to that character, right? And so I'm just working through all that, right? So it's getting pretty good. I think we're like with a bit of refinement. And as far as like the learning models and all that, in 5 to 10 years, it's going to be very hard to not use it because you'd be just putting yourself in so much of a disadvantage because it can just do so much for you. So is this going to disrupt industries? Yes. There's no way around that. It's going to, absolutely. right? Because a lot of that would have been work people were doing. Is it going to disrupt it? Well, yes. But on the flip side, it frees up people from grunt work to do other things they might want to pursue. So we will see where that goes. Too fast could cause massive problems. I get that. But I just don't think this is going away. AI is here to stay. And, you know, you can just see where it's going. Like it's so close to giving you things that are just crazy. And you're like, okay, a little more refinement, and this is almost there. Like this is almost there, right? I think a couple of years you will be able to do what I'm expecting. Is like I can just say, dump my book, make my game.
So this here, let me show you this, because there is another kind of example of what was done. Now, this is not Genie 3. It was found that it's actually another thing called Mago, M-A-G-O. Okay. And this is taking a Grand Theft Auto like game and making it a reality.
Yeah.
Does this strike me with that music?
Yeah, I can't really hear it anyways. You might as well just not. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm muting it. I mean, guys, come on, man. What the fuck are we talking about here? Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. If people don't, you know how many beautiful homes and all these old looking and wilderness looking shit that are out there in real life that people can just go and scan, which they do anyway, but just have it turn in to models in your game that are already there, being able to just scan people and listen, which again, we already do. Like, let's stop pretending like we don't know that Hellblade 2 is a bunch of pictures of a person. Somebody didn't fucking model her face. They weren't like, turn to the left a little bit, I'm going to draw you. No, this is all like digital image. Yeah. It's an image that they paste on. They do it anyway. There's no artist sitting there crafting this shit like that. Okay. That's all this is. So if we can do that, but at this scale, at this level, where you can have more people involved, what do we always talk about? Competition. Now, listen, if small people can make a admittedly, AI slop, meaning like is not refined, it's using just what AI produced and they don't really fine tune animations or do anything. So you see the jank and it doesn't quite necessarily all click, but you get the idea. If people can do that, which if you have millions of people who do that right now on Roblox, okay, who go play the most jankiest shit in the world on Roblox every fucking day, and you have developers or people who can now throw their hat in the ring and say, hey, look what I made. Maybe this could be interesting. Maybe they can get, developer interest. Maybe this is be a new generation of ways to get into the industry. Look at what I did, what I prompted, what I made. Listen, the one thing you gotta understand is that AI can build whatever you want it to build, but it's still you who wants it to build it, right? So like the one thing I could tell you for sure, as much as like AI is so amazing and you could do so much stuff, I cannot do AI prompts. Like I can't make the scene the way I would want to make or write it all out and, from 3/4 in the sky and make sure this, like, I can't do any of that shit. So I can't prompt this shit right. So I'm not capable. But there are people who can go ahead and really go into detail and tell AI exactly what they want and how they want it. And that is there's no difference from that to somebody who is on a set of a movie, who is a director, who is sitting there with their CGI fucking tech saying, hey, I want this shot like this, with their camera guys. I want this shot like this. Hey, I want this to look like this. The difference is that you are the director and AI is the workforce. That's the difference. You get to direct what you want. You try to show me a movie that doesn't look like another movie. It's all pulling from the same shit. They're all real people. They're all real environments. There's only so much you could do. It's only when you get into the fantastical that you start seeing different types of movies, because people's creative juices go crazy. And that's why somebody like Guillermo del Toro is so well liked and respected, because his mind is different. He thinks of things differently. He makes things different when he makes a movie, right? There's a reason why James Cameron, when he makes a movie, this guy makes one movie every fucking 55 years. But when he does it, it's an event, because no one shoots a world like he does and creates a world like he does and frames that world that way. Like, people will now have the power to make things. And yes, most of it is going to be shit, just like most games right now in the current ecosystem of gaming. Most games that exist are shit. Very few rise above the rest compared to how many games release in any given year. Without AI, people already have been making terrible fucking games.
True.
Like, let's stop trying to act like we're in some fucking world where every game that's made by a human being is of such quality that we couldn't fathom the idea of replacing that person. Fam, come on, man.
So look, what I'm hoping happens is that, we had the UE5 generation, right, with its capabilities. I'm hoping UE6, that's going to be the big thing, is it's going to bring AI generation, right? And whether it uses all of the big cloud providers, whatever it does, I don't care. But it would be awesome if it like figures out a way to make this happen, right? Because part of it is I still want to be able to direct what's happening, right? Because yes, it can generate the thing, right? But it may not give me the cinematic effect I want in a certain scene, right? So I want to be able to say, okay, no, I want to go and zoom over here, maybe pan around, right? Do like whatever it is, right? It's like just to make it artistically what I want, right? So, and UE gives you that capability, right? But if it can do like 80-90% of the work, right, and just generate the world, and now I just have to say, no, this scene needs to be like this. This character needs to be tweaked. It looks like this, right? And I just prompt it and do it. Like a lot of my book, if you read it, like I give a lot of the context, because you have to paint a picture, right? You have to paint. I could just say so-and-so went to that place and then did this. No, it's like so-and-so had this trepidation, but they were talking about this in their head and they did this and they thought this and they were looking at this and they saw that cold thing over there was that. You have to have that. And that, since I've already done all that, it's like, cool. That tells the AI, this is what the scene looks like, right? And this is what the character is thinking, right? So go make that. Now I can just fix it, right? And so it's so close. And this is one of those where if they could take like any given book and say, take this book and make it into a game, right? We're almost there. Now, the funny part is you could do this for movies, right? So take Game of Thrones and you say, you know what? The books are far more detailed. So take book, make movie, right? And just see what you get out of it, right? Like,
and just
see
tweak
where
it
goes. Right. And then say, no, that needs to be like this. That needs to be like this. And just have, the guy who wrote it, is it George R. R. Martin or whatever, he could just go make the movie himself. It's like, so make it the way I want. Right. So there's so much potential for this. Again, it's close. I think we're a few years away from it being able to just kind of nail it. But we're getting there. And that's kind of what I was looking for. So the sooner that happens. So I don't know when UE6 is scheduled to come out, but that's what I think is going to be the big thing. UE6 is going to bring AI.
Think that. I could only imagine that UE6 is going to be AI. And let me tell you a secret. This is where it's going to get real fun, because when UE makes something, what do? They put it in Fortnite. And when they bring that capability into Fortnite creations and let creators use AI in Fortnite to build worlds and games, bro, it's going to be crazy. Look, I know people get pissy about this topic and AI slop and all this shit. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. I love this idea. I cannot wait for it. And
I don't know if they do this or not.
Like well, I was just gonna say, like, similar to you, like when I grew up, I went, like, everything I did was to go to school to make games. That's what I wanted to do. That was my dream. And I just didn't want to do what was required once I got there. Right? I just didn't like the idea of living in front of my computer screen, fucking typing code. I didn't want to do that shit. I didn't like the idea, but it's still in me. Like, I still have that dream to one day be able to make my own game somehow. And if this is the way that I can do it sometime in the future, whenever it gets good enough to do that, fuck yes, am I going to do that? God damn, I don't give a fuck. I will 100% want to do that, because that's literally like what I've always dreamt of, just never had the ability to do so.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, I don't know if they do this in Fortnite already, but it seems like a perfect opportunity to say, I want to make a game and sell it, but Fortnite is an awesome vehicle to entice somebody. So I'll give you the first level, and you can just play it in Fortnite Creations, right? And
that's very
if you
possible.
like this, please click here and buy.
I don't know.
Right? So,
that's a great question. I don't know if they do that. But I can tell you right now, Fortnite does not go ahead and they don't shy away from pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? They really do want to do, the best
it's gonna be an
for
interesting
creators.
time. I think I'm sure they'll do that with UE6. Maybe in the next 4 or 5 years, we'll see that come out. And that's what I'm looking for, is like something like that just gets, said, hey, take this text, make the world for me, and then let's tweak. All right, let's make this the way I want it.
And you're gonna find it's gonna start with a bunch of copycat shit. You'll get a bunch of Simpson knockoffs and all these other IP that and they'll just do that shit. But then as time goes on, you'll get the gems. You'll get people who really understand it and really have a passion and desire for it and want to push and want to figure it all out. I mean, it just kind of is what it is. Again, remember, we're still at the infancy of this. This is just the beginning, my dude. If this is what's capable now, what's going to happen in 5 years? Like, think about 5 years ago and think about what it is now. Come on, man. 5 years ago, the Series X was 3 months old. You know what I'm saying? And there was no talk of all this ease of use for consumers to use any of this product. And look at where we are now in such a short amount of time, man. Or at least not for free or for very cheap, right? If it was around, it was for the people who were spending stupid money to have access to it. And now look at where we are. Come on, man. The future is bright. All this stuff, all these naysayers, they're just like the people who are arguing for the horse and buggy, my dude. Live in the past if you want, bro. PlayStation's for you. You know what I'm saying? Go to PlayStation. They probably won't touch AI for the next 20 years, okay? They'll eventually get there when Xbox is creating shit that's never been seen before in life. And then I'll show you one more thing with it, and it's super short and tiny, but somebody did, again, of course, take something that is already known and say, hey, AI, go ahead and make this for me. And, somebody made Dark Souls. You could walk around. He accidentally fell off and died. And then Genie went ahead and just, without even knowing or programming it, knew that he was making a game. So when he died, he came back to where he was.
Freaking good.
Isn't that crazy?
I feel like we see games like that pretty freaking often, that look a lot worse.
Oh, it's true, man.
People champion them.
Look, this is just the reality of what it is. Again, I know how much people hate on this shit. And as you know, here at On Point, we don't give a fuck what people think. All right.
Here's another one, right? Take old game, input into into the AI and
remake it, baby. Make it look new.
Great idea, Hargy. Yeah.
Make it fucking look new, bro.
Okay, maybe it'll need another 3 to 6 months of tuning, but good God, could you take some old ass games and
way
make
cheaper,
them look like they're brand new?
Come on, man. Let's stop pretending that you're a dev who works in the industry. I mean, listen, there might be a dev in here who works in the industry, and I understand, but guess what? Use it as a tool and you don't get thrown away.
True.
Yep. And look, the cost to do it will be so much lower.
Oh yeah,
right?
of course. This is my word to anybody who's a developer right now who's sitting on Twitter crying to the public in the world. Okay, continue to reject it. You're going to get tossed. If you cannot say to yourself and to your employer, "Hey, you need me because I can use the fuck out of this tool. I can use this tool better than anybody else in this bitch, and I will become way more efficient with my work. My work is going to get better." If you can't do that, that's a you problem, and you're going to be tossed. Because I rather, as a businessman, if I'm doing it, if I'm employing people to do this, I'd rather have some Joe Blow who's never worked in the industry before, but who can fuck the shit out of AI commands than have you who refuses to get on board.
Yeah, look, I still think it's good to have artists to feed the AI.
Course.
That's fair.
Of course.
I think this will help in
Not
storytelling.
if you're bitching about it, though, Hargeet. Not if they're saying
you have to adopt
AI.
technology. That's just the way it is, right? And then
Exactly.
For storytellers, right, the story writers, this will help them, but they still need to prompt and say, "Hey, I want this kind of thing." Okay, no, let's change this dialogue, right? Cool. It can write a bunch for you, but you would then change it and make it look a bit more like what you want. You're right. It basically is. You need to know how to use this tool set to be more effective, right? And so those who adopt it, they'll do well, and those who don't adopt it, well, they'll not do well. So it's just dependent on how look. It's not like one person is going to make the game if it's a large game. You still need a team. It's just going to take away a lot of grunt work, right? The other part of this, if they can get it right, is the testing part of it, right? Just have AI run a full game test. Tell me where bugs are. Let's go fix them, right? So that part of it could become shorter, and you don't have to have like a year-long, cleanup cycle before you can release the game, right? So, there's a lot of potential here, but I'm looking forward to it. Like, I want to see if I can actually, like, my barometer is, can I input my book and it makes my game? Can you do that? And if it can do that, that's fantastic, right? We've hit the whole thing for me.
I mean, listen, I don't think if it's a if, Hargeet. I think it's just when.
I think right. It's a question of when. Yeah, when will it be ready? And I think it's a few years away, but we're getting close.
Listen, one of the biggest things that I wanted for a long time, and it's not perfect, but it sure is fucking valuable, is I wanted to have AI watch my video and cut shorts. And guess where we are?
Yep, they just did that. It's StreamYard's doing this now. It's crazy.
It's an upgrade. You can do after every show is finished. It says, "Hey, do you want to clip it?" Now it's very limited as far as how many times you can use it. You could pay for the next plan and have more access to it, but it can go ahead and just clip through. And I would say about 50% of the stuff that it clips is not something that I would be like, "Oh, let me put up." But if you've seen our channel, you've seen the clips already. I've already used their AI clips where they've gone through this show and clipped out parts and pieces and reframed the fucking image a bit to make it work on the screen. And I was able to go ahead and put it as a short, because unlike some people who can get off the show and spend another 6 hours cutting stuff all the time, I can't do that with everything. I can't go through and skim and do shorts and do all this shit. I don't have the time to do that. I don't. So for me, yes, AI is fucking amazing to be able to go do that. My next step is I need full video clips. Like, I need them to be able to just clip all the topics that I talked about in here, which I think one of the places that I use might have the capability of doing that, or might be there at some point. But either way, it's all trending in the same direction to allow people like me to be able to do it and get more out of the content that we make, right? Because that's really what this is all about. So for me, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. So, #sorry not sorry. I'm all in on the AI front. I want it all to come. I want every option available to me. If I decide one morning I want to spend fucking 2 hours a day of my life being a game dev and figuring out how to make this shit make a game for me, then that's what I want to be able to do. Fuck you if you have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? If not, then we cool. All right, just don't give me no shit. That's all. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, but guys, listen, that's where we're gonna wrap up the motherfucking show, man. What a good show. That was fun, man. Thank y'all so much for rocking out with us, man. Be alive in the building with us. You guys are the shit. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here with us on your Friday night. You guys are awesome. Shout out to the homie Demo Flow Gaming who was rocking out with us, even though he has so much stuff going on, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for rocking out. And of course, our motherfucking homie Hargeet Chani. He is here every Friday rocking out with us, man. Thank you so much for being here, my brother. Let everybody know where to find you and what you have going on. Also, remind everybody that you are not actually in a pitch black room with a copy of your information floating behind you. That's an image that you have that the computer's generating for you. That's not real. Okay, just let everybody know, just in case they're afraid.
That ship is part of my book and it's AI generated. I'm not going to be able to draw that. There's no way.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
But yeah, anyway, so my channel, as it's listed here, Huggy Johnny 1. If you want to pick up my book, shop.johnny.us. I'll be on with Web Dave on Sunday at 7 p.m. US Eastern Time. Check that out. We'll see how that.
Shout out to Web Dave. I think I saw him, but I saw him and then I was gonna say it and then I fucking forgot he was there by the time the conversation kept going. So shout out to Web Dave who did drop by, man. Appreciate you, homie.
And we'll see how Xbox is dead.
We'll see how Xbox is dead again. Well, hopefully by the end of this show, you know they're not dead. All right, guys. Thank you again so much for rocking out. Shout out to my girl Doodle, for rocking out with us, spending the time, gaming at the same time like a G. That's what I love to see, my baby. She ain't fucking around. And yeah, we'll be back, guys, on Tuesday night. Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Night Quest. We'll have the motherfucking homie Pharaoh Bazaar in the building. Maybe we'll have the homie Broke Boy back in the building. We'll see if he's around. We'll see. Outward Lyric too, man. He was on the show the other time. He's pretty dope, man. We might get him on here, see how we do. But guys, that's where you'll find us. Then the following Thursday, you know we're here for We Doing It Live. And then Friday, we'll be back with the night shift. Let's Talk Gaming. Don't forget that we did We Doing It Live last night. We played the shit show of a game, High Guard. Goddamn, is it trash? Hargeet, have you tried it? It's trash. Go watch Hargeet.
No
just watch my stream of it so you can see how trash it is.
That was that game at the end of Keeley's, right?
Yes, garbage.
Yeah,
garbage.
Like why?
Yeah, so bad. I played Immortals of Avium, which I didn't get around to playing. Did you play that game, Hargeet?
Not yet. It's that's an EA game, right? It's in Game Pass.
Yeah, it's EA game. Yep.
I need to play that
so I played
point.
it for the first time, and it's a nothing burger for me. I see why they're gone. It's not that they made a bad game; they just made a whatever game. The voice acting and the facial is crazy on some of the characters, but outside of that, it's just not really that great. Play some Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound, which was dope. Also kicked my ass, so you saw me die a whole bunch in the game. And then we started all off with Space Marine 2, Warhammer Space Marine 2. My first time playing it. It was fire. So definitely go check that out. I'm gonna those over the weekend. I will cut them out separately as well and just kind of put each game out by itself. So hopefully you'll see some of that. So if you weren't able to kind of see the whole thing, you'll be able to kind of pick and choose what you want to watch. And hopefully this weekend I should be able to clip some of the shows that I haven't been able to. I've been sitting on for a while. So I'm gonna try to clip some stuff. But guys, with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle.
Yes.
We're done.
We are.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding.